and it's in my closet.
Right. Oh, good. Always nice to have extra pairs.
Yeah.
Christmas time comes around, I got a brand new pair, and it's pretty sweet. I'm wearing some new ones. Well, they're old ones now, but they're Gore-Tex, so they're great. It's been rainy and crappy here in Northwest Montana, but actually today was really nice, but muddy in some spots.
It was nice here too. God, I don't know what it was. It must have been high 60s. Or maybe 65. It seemed like high 60s. It was.
That's probably about what it was today. Once the sun comes out, it's great. Afternoon sun usually. It was sunny all day today, though. Some days sun comes out like right at 4 o'clock, right close to quitting time, which isn't a bad thing.
So we're live, and that was the weather report by Carl Perkins and Dave from Buffalo.
Yeah, we don't only do news, but we do weather as well.
We are multi-talented.
Always good weather in Northwest Montana, that's for sure. It doesn't really matter what day it is. It's usually a mix of some good stuff.
Carl Perkins is also a member of the local Chamber of Commerce. Sorry, I just stumbled over that joke.
Carl, what's the temperature like in July in Montana?
Oh, fuck, man. It can get really hot. On average, in the evenings, it's 50s, 60s, and all the way right up into the 90s and, in triple digits. It really depends. But I've worked some hours. I ran for like the last 10 years. I ran an excavator, and with no AC. It had AC at one point, but I remember just working, and it's just so hot in the blazing sun, no shade, and it was like 102 degrees right around there when we quit off at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening. But in general, 80s. It's usually pretty pleasant, and it's a nice no humidity.
Ugh, good.
It's pretty sweet up this way.
What's the elevation you're at, like roughly?
In the valley here, it's about 3,000 feet, and the little ski hill, Whitefish. Well, it's called Whitefish Mountain Resort. At the top of that's like they call it 7,000, but it's really like 68 and change or something like that.
Okay.
I honestly forget the exact amount, but yeah, I call it 7,000 feet.
Yeah, that's up there.
But yeah, it's pretty good. We had a great. There's still a lot of snow up high. We closed down early because of COVID, but a month early. But the skiing's great. This year was my weakest year for me going skiing. Usually I ski 30 to 50 days.
Oh yeah, you're out there then. Nice.
Yeah, but the ski hill is only like 25-minute drive from the house here, so yeah. It's pretty easy to get up there, get in a bunch of runs early if you want to, or late afternoon, depending on the conditions.
Do they do night skiing there?
They do night skiing.
Nice.
Not as much as they used to, but I'm glad they do, because I grew up with night skiing and I friggin' love it. But there's a lot of our Canadian brethren that love to come down here and night ski, and it usually is mandatory to be half in the bag, if not like both feet.
The best kind of skiing.
Just saying. So you really have to be careful of the guys and the gals that are just tanked up. But that's some of my best.
Camel pack full of whiskey.
Yeah. But you just have to be careful. But on the weekends and holidays, so Friday, Saturday nights for sure. And then through the holidays, they're open almost every night. But it's the lower mountain, so it's the lower half. It's not right from the summit. But it's still a good time because it's a detachable quad that brings you right up there. So you can get quite a good amount of laps if you want to.
What's the elevation from like the base to the top?
Let's see. The base.
Like how long of a run would it be?
500 foot of vertical. So I don't know. What's that? 4,500. Let me do my math. 45, 65. Yeah, 4,500 at the base area, and then you probably get about 1,000 vert from mid mountain, and then approximately 2,500. I think it's more like 2,000. I'm sure I'll be corrected by somebody at some point, but it's been a while. I forget the numbers. And Usually it's just lap.
You just did lap on the top.
We've been skiing here for so long that you get used to like the short vert. And the last time I was at some place that had a lot of vert was north of here in BC at Panorama, and they had like twice, if not more, the vert, and just awesome country. And my legs were just worked because I'm not used to that much vert, but it was still a good time. And same thing with Whistler when we were there years ago. My wife used to ski there quite a bit with her dad and her family, and that crazy vert, awesome skiing, but it's just the terrain's awesome, but it's super busy now. Lots of people.
Yeah.
Lots of people. I haven't been there for years.
Oh, right now it's not busy.
No, no lions at the lifts. Yeah.
Come on up.
Oh,
oh, you can't.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with where we're at. It's not super busy here as far as city wise. My in-laws have been here for a month now. They live in Seattle area, and they were in Sun Valley for a couple months while they had their house was getting worked on a little bit, and they usually go away and ski somewhere, and they decided to do Sun Valley, and they came straight up here instead of going back to Seattle because of the outbreak.
Ground zero, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm glad they're here. They're super sweet, awesome in-laws, and it's great because they got their own place. Like when we bought this property years ago, there was already a small place that's all set up with a well and septic. And then when we had our daughter 12 plus years ago, we built this house just like 100 feet away on the same land. And so it's great. It's the in-laws place or where friends come to visit, and 1 bedroom, 1 bath with a kitchen, wood burning stove. So it's they kind of little solace for them. And any, and good time. And for us too, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, yep, it's time. Ready for them to go now.
Yeah. Can you go home?
Yeah, but they're sweet.
That's nice.
We don't want them to get sick. So I think they'll be fine where they're at, though.
Nice. Well, so we've been chatting with you for a few minutes.
Yep.
Carl, and you haven't introduced yourself.
Oh, okay. My name's Carl Perkins.
Who are we talking to?
You guys probably remembered me from last October. I was down there at Drinkfest. I've been there the last 3 years, but last year you guys probably remember me because I wanted you guys to remember me, and so
Oh yeah.
You remember
exactly.
I still use it too.
Yeah.
right?
I have them on my barcade. Yeah.
I've been following you guys, I think, for the first year, but because
Then we got the restraining order.
Look at that. We're all representing it. Whoa. What am I face?
Oh my!
It's so similar to your
I
face
love
and your
it.
background.
That's
Yeah,
creepy.
I know,
There we
right?
go.
I love
There we
that.
go.
Yeah.
Everybody's got it, or 3 of us have it within arm's reach.
Mine's upstairs.
Mine's in the
my other
in
poster's
Yeah,
downstairs.
that's right.
Screw it.
Ding,
I
ding,
can get
ding,
mine.
ding, ding.
It's in my yeah.
Whoever
ding, ding,
doesn't
ding.
have theirs sucks.
Fuck, I suck.
Yeah,
Mine's in
well,
my office
Yeah.
where my daughter is. My daughter's in there.
Hey,
Fuck.
Carrie, I'll lend you one of mine, Carrie. Come on.
Nah.
But thank you, Carl. I use it all the time.
I only got
It'd be
2.
funny if I had mine right by me, and then I just was like, "Whoop," that week.
I have them
we
in
could've
the
planned that.
barcade.
That would've been awesome. Coming at you.
So yeah, I've been following you guys for a while. I kind of found you guys because of Grinkfest and old John Jacobson, and I found Johnny Jacobson on the internet when I first got my Tempest years ago. I was obviously having problems. I got my Tempest for $50 from a guy who was going to friggin' bring it to the dump. And I got it home, and the 6100 was necked on it, and I didn't know it. But I was like, "Well, I got Tempest for $50. I got Xenophobe for $50, and it needed a power supply." And what did I get? I got a SNK POW working for like $275, and then I bought a Black Knight 2000 from the same guy. For
Nice.
$10.
Get
How
the
much?
drool cloth out, Andrew.
Wait, how much?
How
I
much?
bought what, the Black Knight 2000?
Yeah. How much?
$1,000,
Oh wow.
like 8 years. No, 2008.
That's my
2008.
Oh, that was
ultimate pin right there for
Well,
me.
you know-
Andrew and Dave
So
really like
good.
that pin.
It's so
Yeah.
Well, you want to tell?
Gary.
I'm going to tell you,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm a
really
fan.
disappointed with myself because I had it for. I sold it. I traded it for a
Bad dudes?
Sprint
60 and
2
one.
and some money.
Ah,
And now the Sprint 2 is showing garbage on its screen. I don't. Maybe I can find it.
That's a bad trade.
Yeah, we're gonna need some kind of tour here at some point, but yeah.
Yeah.
I could probably. There's a Sprint 2. It's. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
Careful.
gonna.
No.
I just hit a button and I don't know what I did. Let's see.
Still got
well,
you.
you still look fine to us. I mean, we see the top of your head.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you just
Yeah.
disappeared from us.
This computer I'm not used to holding, but I don't know. I have a bunch of games down in the basement, 25 or I think I own like 31 games, but
Wow.
down in the basement, I
Nice.
have what I was trying to show you is Bally Rapid Fire. It's like a pinball, but it's a shooter.
I like that.
Oh yeah, I've played that. Yeah,
Oh.
it's fun.
I bought that from a buddy of mine a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's not a pinball game. But it uses
Target practice.
balls
Yeah.
shooting out super fast.
Oh,
Blah, blah, blah,
it's-
blah, blah,
What's
blah,
the
blah,
other
blah.
game?
So what's it
Does
called?
that.
It's Valley Super.
It's called Bally
Rapid
Rapid Fire. Let me see
Rapid
if I
Fire.
can take it to it.
Play it at
Get you
I
over.
like that one.
CAX next year. Carrie, that's where I
You
played
mean in
it.
2021?
Yeah, 2021.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they haven't
or when
announced
after
anything.
the nuclear
But-
war we're gonna have next.
Is there another game that's like
Yeah.
this?
Why not?
besides
I
Rapid?
know. Throw it all
I
in
got
there.
an EM next
Yeah.
to it, but
You got a
it's hard-
wartime
it's
president.
hard to see, really. You got these guys here that turn
Wow.
Like
at
Gorst.
the same time, but it makes a lot of cool.
I think they rotate. I think.
Yeah, he was rotating them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
rotate together
And there's a
Together.
cannon that shoots the
Like-
balls.
like 5/8 pinballs.
And
You
they
gotta
shoot, they shoot fast too. That's just,
Yeah,
Yeah.
really fast,
Yeah, there's a
rapidly.
whole bunch of them.
Oh, I'm gonna have to try.
I'll give
Yeah,
you one.
I'll have to. hunt
So
that.
alien spaceships come down, and you got to shoot the aliens as they're coming down the.
I've been
Yeah.
looking for one for a while. They're actually not that expensive because a lot of pinball guys don't really consider it pinball.
No,
You know what? I paid $700 for it, and from a buddy of mine that bought it from a friend, and he tore it all apart, rebuilt it, new balls in it, and it sat in his office. And I asked him about it. I'm like, what are you doing with it? He's like, I'll sell it to you if you want it, but he never really played it. And so I
Yeah.
said, hell, I'll buy it from you. And I did. When I had some friends come and visit, I said, all right, let's load this thing up. That's the only way I can get them down to the basement. I have a daylight basement with a bulkhead. So it's a son of a bitch to get games in and out of here.
What is
without
a
playing.
daylight basement?
I would like to answer that.
Actually, I'm
Californian.
sorry, daylight
I get it.
basement.
Yeah,
It's-
California's
I
own
wanted a
basement.
daylight basement. It's an egress basement. So it's like,
Oh, well, that clears it right up.
yeah, what does that mean?
It's like when you,
Oh.
yeah,
Tell
when
me
you
like
Half
I'm-
underground.
Explain
Remember
to me
the-
like
remember
I'm
the
in
Wizard of
third grade.
Oz?
instead of
Remember the Wizard of
being
Oz when they
able
had
With
to open
the
up
doors?
Oh,
doors?
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's the
instead of being
bulkhead.
able to walk out your basement
Ah.
like
And
at
then-
the ground level,
Got
you
it.
and I don't know if I can drag this cord.
The
over.
dirt's like part way up
Yeah.
the wall. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you got dirt like 42 inches or something like that. So I got this door. Yeah, it's not gonna might not let me.
Just don't show us your fridge.
No. Yeah, I got a door and
Lots
then
of
you got to walk
Fudgios.
up like 5 feet out. But
I like the exit sign.
Yeah.
I don't know if this cord's working. I didn't go into my internet settings to see if the wireless is off. And
You're.
That's
It's
pretty
not a
good.
slideshow. It's a little bit
yeah, it's actually
laggy,
good
but it's
for-
not bad.
right.
That could just be the
Well,
camera
no,
even.
yeah,
Might
that at
be,
least,
yeah.
Presentable for
yeah,
you.
I got.
I know you're worried about your hair there.
Yeah.
So when I first met Carl, we were sitting together at the bar, and Carl goes, "Yeah, when I was watching, I think it was Carl who said this. Carl, wait, maybe it wasn't Carl.
Well, it all blurs.
Oh, you're the
into
one
all
that
the
said-
beards.
Watching your show, I learned what a merkin was. Was that you?
American?
Yeah, was that you?
No,
Oh, that was just
no,
someone
I
else.
don't think so.
Do it. It would
Somebody
be a much
said
better
that to me. I
story
thought it
if
was
you just.
the,
Yeah. Merkin, yeah.
Shit.
I had no idea what a merkin was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, a toupee for your nuts.
I said, "Oh, that's funny. Let me buy you a beer."
Well, you guys are talking
Big
about
spender.
funny shit over the years, and you were talking about. I can't remember how the poop related boner came up,
Oh, jeez.
but
Well, I know what we talked about. The scary moment we were kids watching American Werewolf in London.
Yes,
That's what you've talked about. That's what we talked about.
yeah, you and I both talked because we both had the same. I was scared out of my friggin' trees, and then I was watching an episode. This is when I met you 2 years ago. It was at Springfest 6, but I didn't talk to you about it. And then I think it was one of the episodes you had said, yeah, I was scared out of my mind. I went out to the lobby and they had arcade games out there. So I played some arcade games. I'm like, holy shit, I did the same thing. My dad took me and my brother to see American Werewolf in London. And I made it to the scene where he was dreaming with the Nazi werewolf.
Yeah, that scene's intense.
And I
killed
had
kids and everything.
Scared out of my friggin' trees and left the movie theater to go into the lobby. And my dad was pissed at me because I couldn't stomach it. But I mean, shit, I was like fucking 12 or 10.
Yeah, I was like third grade or something. And it's just, I've never seen a movie that intense where Nazi monsters come in and start blowing everybody away with shotguns and blowing kids away on the bed. And oh my God.
Holy Christ. Yeah, I was, for the fact that you were sharing that with everybody and I was watching, I'm like, did I have a conversation with Mark about this? Or that was just like crazy coincidence, I thought, but it was fun to share that with.
We talked about Grinkers. Yeah. Grinkers was a good time, you know.
Yeah.
So you could tell, since you're a visitor of Grinkers a few times, can you tell our audience what you thought of it, what the experience was like, and how you
break down your years. Yeah. So your first year you said was Grinkers 4?
Well, I wish it was. So I heard about Grinkers because I'm only about a 10-hour drive south. And
you drove down every year, or is it just this year you drove?
It was the last 2 years I drove, and the first year was the 5th season. And I flew down, and I was going to drive, but the roads getting down there can be friggin' hairball that time of year. And so my wife, God bless her, she is she's the best. So I had been going on and on about Grinkers since the beginning, since the first one, because I was following old Johnny. And I've, religiously following Johnny, because since I found him with the Tempest, and he was pretty comical and really funny and filmed like probably way more than he needed to as far as like what he was repairing. But I thought it was great because that's awesome for people that don't know. You're going to learn everything. And he filmed mistakes, and
I don't think he knew.
He was learning as he went along.
Yeah, that's what was fun about watching it
together.
Friggin' terrific. And he's talking about this place, Grinkers in Eagle, Idaho. And so I'm like, fuck, that's not very far away. And but it wasn't an easy drive. There's no easy straight down drive for it unless the roads are dry or you fly in. Even flying in is a hassle. And it's not a straight shot from this little airport here in Kalispell, Flathead County Airport. FCA is the airport code, down to Boise. You have to either go to Portland, Oregon, or Seattle and sit there and rot for however long, and then you get to Boise, and then you take Uber or rent a car. It'd
be worse. You could be connecting through SFO.
What's that?
It could be worse. You could be connecting through SFO. That's like the cursed airport.
I'm getting kind of off. Yeah, I'm getting off topic. But so the first year, Johnny did the podcast, and it sounded like a great time. Like, I got to get down there, but my work didn't allow it. Like, my boss at the time, really good friend of mine, but he gives me lots of time off. It was giving me lots of time off when I needed with the family, whatnot. But I couldn't. That's like the crunch time of the season, just getting it done, and then we shut down for the winter because it's just you can't. It's not sensible to do it the work that we were doing in the winter time. It's too hard on the equipment and on the people themselves. And
I'm sorry, Carl. What do you do for a living?
now I'm a warehouse manager and sell diesel parts. But what I used to do was actually what brought me out to Montana was I used to install chairlifts. So I worked for Doppelmayr for like 13 years. And so I was a site manager. I went from wherever my boss in Salt Lake told me to go with a crew, or I was either by myself. Usually I was one or two guys in. And then we'd mobilize the job and then hire locally. So the last year I worked for Doppelmayr was 08. And my daughter had been born in 07. And then I had made a promise to my wife that I would not travel anymore and stay local. And so I was in limbo for like a year, worked for the ski area and local here, just helped them out with some loose end projects and zip lines. And I knew concrete, so they hired me to do that. And then I was done with them, and my buddy Bob hired me. So I ran, and I had been running an excavator, licensed crane operator, certified welder, type of jack of all trades, master of none. But that's what you needed when you were building chairlifts. You kind of needed to be a kind of talented, multi-talented, multifaceted individual.
So you're like full on, like from like.
I guess I was like a millwright. If you want to classify it that way, because I was running pretty much all types of equipment and tools. But so what came out of that was welding and equipment operator. So I ran excavator for like the last 10 years, and that was a lot of fun. My buddy owns a pretty decent sized company with a bunch of equipment, and he has been for a while. He's like, "Hey, Carl, you want a job? I'll give you a job. All you have to do is learn how to run John Deere," which is John Deere and Caterpillar are two different operations, but only by two functions on the joysticks. And so I was doing dig outs for big homes, like 10, 12, 15,000 square foot homes, small ones too, but usually they're raw lots, push the trees over, cut the driveway in, do the dig out for the foundation. They let the guys do the foundation, backfill, and then you do your drainage and power, septic. We do dirt works. We're dirt work guys,
Yeah.
you know. But I learned a lot from it. I knew how to install septic systems.
Wow.
That's a fun one.
All day long. There's nothing wrong with that.
No. In the coming
one.
apocalypse, digging a septic
go.
system is going to be a highly valuable skill trade.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
So wait, let's get back track on Grinkers. When what was the first one you went to? Which one was it? Did you say it was 5 or 4?
So the first one I went to was 5. Yeah, it's funny how I get off subject. And I flew down there, and the reason why I went was because I was making a big stink of it. Like, I gotta go, I want to go, but I'm working. Oh, I can't go. And then number 2 comes by. I'm like, oh, I want to go, I can't go because I'm working. And so for Christmas would have been the 4th, Grinkers 4, my wife Kelsey gives me an envelope for Christmas saying, "You're going to Grinkers 5."
Oh, that's awesome.
And and so she paid for the plane ticket and the hotel room at the Hilton Inn, and it was a big bill, but fucking, it was awesome. And then I'm like, why the fuck didn't I go for the 1st and 2nd, 3rd, 4th one? And so actually the 5th one, I talked my brother Todd, who went to the one with me last year. I talked him into going, and that's his birthday, October 12th, over that weekend.
Oh, okay.
And
The
so
day
he
after Steve,
flew from Jacksonville Beach, Florida, out to Boise, and I met him at the airport, and we Ubered to Hilton Garden Inn and had a good old time. And last year he joined me again, and then I was by myself the year before, but it was still fun. I bought Battlezone from Frizzle Fried.
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
Awesome.
So that was awesome to drive down there and meet John and
Oh, so you've been to John's house then?
yeah, I went
Yeah,
to
of course. Yeah.
God, yeah.
We've been
Oh,
talking
cool.
about going to the arcade or garage cade or whatever he calls it for years, but none of us have ever made it over there except for you, apparently.
It would be fun to all rally over there. It's like 30 minutes from
Yeah.
Grinkers, and go over to his place. And he's super nice, very gracious.
Yeah.
As you guys have already known, I got to BS with him for a while last year. But yeah, lots of fun. I drove down last year, but I didn't take back a game. But I wasn't really looking for one. But it would have been sweet to get one. What I'd really like to get, and actually I talked a little bit with you, Orange Whip. I want a Spy Hunter, and you said I'll have a couple, but I don't want to sell it. I want to trade, but I'd love to have an upright Spy Hunter.
I have 3 of them.
Yeah.
You have one in your arcade?
No,
What's
I don't
that?
have. There's none in there right now.
No.
I'd love to have a Spy Hunter. I
There's
have.
actually 2 of them sitting right across from me here.
No, sure. Just really, just like
It's
take
all
a
right.
carrot and then yank it away.
I hope they both work well too.
Uh-huh.
Right, especially the one that you're gonna get.
I've never even turned them on.
Ugh.
They're complete in nice shape, but I've never turned them on.
I love Spy Hunter. We had a bowling alley in my small little town. I grew up in Massachusetts, so I'm a masshole by tradition, I guess. A small little dairy town that was established in the early 1600s called Ipswich. It's a little colonial town, and and so I spent time up there at Fun Spot years ago. But you guys have been jealous because of doing the Brofest thing, and but I'm not back east anymore, so it's impossible for me to get back there without great effort.
That's a big trip. Yeah.
It is a big trip, but what a great area. I got some good buddies of mine.
Well, I remember talking to you and your brother, and neither one of you had a heavy duty New England accent.
No,
And that's why he's in Florida, and you're like, I'm like,
you
neither
know,
one of you don't sound like Leo. You know,
I know. Well,
he still lives there, but
he still lives
Yeah, but
there.
does he drive like Leo? That's the question.
I
Do you drive like a masshole?
I do. Yeah, actually, I drive like a fucking asshole. But I drive fast, and I'll cut you off. But you know what? Learning to drive in Boston, you actually have to. I used to say, and I don't want to use the term in the wrong way, but I used to say you have to jab them or be jabbed. And so basically, you have to cut them off or be cut off.
Sorry, you have to what them?
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Jim.
No, you're failing, buddy.
It's not appropriate. It's not appropriate.
No,
This-
it'd have
this
to be
one-
the Cucaracha.
No, it's Lucucaracha.
That's
Yeah.
that's just what
Ah,
Oh, I gotta
fucking,
go
what
shut
are
my
you guys
dog up.
new?
you know. I don't.
Your first night?
I'm pretty
I've been on
conservative
for a while.
now as far as like driving. I try to get out there but I still do get out there. And actually, Andrew, you saw the front bumper of the truck. So did Dave when we
Yeah.
left.
It's brutal. That thing's a machine.
So people usually will see the bumper and I don't put it out too far in front of them, but they see it and will usually hit the brake if they're pulling out or whatnot. I'm not, I guess I am a masshole by heart, but living in Montana is really, I'm pretty mellow.
Yeah, I mean your hood, I could almost see over it, and I'm 6'7".
Yeah. It's got like a 6-inch lift or so. I bought the truck like that. The guy,
Yeah.
it was oil money from North Dakota. The guy bought it, and did lift and tires and bumpers and traded it in, and I bought it used.
definitely compensating for something.
That guy, I'm not
Dave.
Someone was.
lucky to have the damn thing. It's like a
Small arcade collection.
proof.
Ooh,
Just like having this house in the arcade and all these games, it's fun. I'm just lucky. I'm lucky SOB.
So, and you've got most of them locally, or like
I did. I didn't travel too far. Let's see.
Is there any other collectors in your area?
There is, and he's been down there a couple times.
There's the one.
His club handles Catch 84, and he's been down there a couple times. He lives just a couple blocks away. Well, like probably the next town over, but probably 25 minutes away. Great guy, really talented fellow. And then Peter Mortel, who owns Arcade Parts and Repair, he's down in Missoula, so that's like 130 miles south of here.
Mm.
But I met Peter 2 years ago down at
Grinkers. Yeah.
Yep. Really nice guy.
Yeah,
I just ordered
Peter's
a bunch
awesome.
of parts from him the other day. And you know what I did get? Look at, so I have 2 red tents, and I got these red tents. Actually, I might have talked to you guys about it. Let me see if I can. They're right next to me here.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh,
Nice.
There's 2 of them.
Nice.
One of them, this one's Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
That brings back bad memories.
He did this thing.
At least it's not
I
painted
got them.
black.
I got them both for
Yeah.
free.
Or gray in my
Free.
case.
Shit,
Yeah,
free
yeah.
is
Down
pretty
the
good.
street, I got them for free from a guy
You overpaid.
that was going to send them to the landfill. And so what I
Saved
was
it.
getting at is these little the drivers. I don't know if it'll zoom in on that little how it's a Nintendo driver, so it's for the light gun. It's got,
oh yeah, you have to get the
Yeah.
special. Yeah, I've got a set of bits for it.
yeah, I just got them the other day because
Security
the light gun
bits.
quit working.
Yep.
And well, it does work. I got Duck Hunt set up on the one side and Super Mario Brothers on the other, but it quit working and loose wires or something's chafing in the flex part of where it goes into the gun. And yeah, it came in a set of 2. And I tried the small one because I thought it was a 3.8 and it comes with a 4.5 millimeter. And I tried the small one and it didn't work. And I'm like, what the fuck? And
Are those guns notoriously? My friend was trying to fix his duck hunt, and he had like 3 guns, and he goes, every one of them was fucking broken.
I've
I
had
mean, is
really
that-
good luck with this one, but
You can
I got,
pull the
you know,
guts out of a Nintendo Zapper and put it in. It's the same
It's
thing.
not a Nintendo Zapper. It's a.
No, he was
No,
just saying
but
if they're
The,
broken.
gut, the guts inside is the same.
I'll fix
I've read
it.
that.
It's a loose
That's what I
wire.
mentioned.
It'll hit a duck, and then it won't. And if I mess with the cord a little bit, I figured it out one time when I had a party last year, but I couldn't take the gun apart, and I was pissed because I got 2 shooters. I got Lethal Enforcers, Area 51 Maximum Force, and those are, you know, the different. They're like T10s with the security, or whatever they are. T10. I think they're T10s. But this was different. And I just got these yesterday, and I'm gonna take that apart and fix that damn game. I got a pole position 2. I got for free. It's been
Also or 2?
Yeah, say also or 2.
Yeah, pole position also as well, or do you have
Pole position 1 or 2.
version 2?
I have pole position 2, and it's on the other side. It's turned off, but I sent the board set to Game Fixer 2 weeks ago. I put a post on Clav because I was sick of it. I had it for 5 years. I got the game for nothing, rebuilt the monitor, but it doesn't have a G07. It's got a 4900. I think it's got track and field on it.
Love the 4900s.
But I rebuilt the steering wheel, shifter, gas pedal, and monitor, and it was coming up garbage on the screen. And I sent it to some guy in Texas when I first got it, Dave or something, down in Texas, and he had it for like 3 months, couldn't fix it. And then I was like, well, I'll just sit on it. I'll wait for Adam to do his board. I watched that. It was good to see Adam on Saturday night's episode. I was just trying to catch up last night, so that was cool. And I was waiting for his pole position board to come out, and
Like everybody.
yeah, like everybody. And then I put a post on Clav. I'm like, you know, the hell with it. You know, anyone know how to fix pole position 2? And Game Fix was like, oh, I can. And another fellow over in Washington State, Woodinville, Time Piloteer, he chimed in as well. And I'm like, oh shit, well, I haven't met Game Fixer, but I wanted to meet him the last couple
But
of
he's got a
years.
great handle.
I know.
It instills confidence.
And he responded and said, if you want to ship it, I'll fix it. And literally, like, I shipped it down there that day. He fixed it, and I had it back like in a week.
When was this?
Wow, that's
Nice.
awesome.
Just recently, yeah. The
Well,
guy.
maybe he's not, because I mentioned about a Gallagher board and I don't know, 6 months ago, 8 months ago, and he was so backlogged. He goes, "Yeah, I can, but I'm like 3 months behind or whatever."
Oh, I must have gotten lucky.
Or maybe he's better. Maybe
and I
pole
sent
position's
him, like-
easier for him.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
it
either
could
that or
be-
maybe COVID's got him at home and
Yeah, I
he's
was
doing
gonna
nothing but
say.
fixed
Yeah,
boards,
Yeah, the pandemic
pushing through
shut down.
backlog. Yeah.
Yep.
Gak's at the Blue Oyster Bar.
Yeah,
Wow.
right. That's
Quite working
hysterical.
out. They're kind of like ghosting me back
Yeah,
there.
your
They
hair.
are.
You look a little bit
My
thin on
hand kind
top.
of just slips down here for
Yeah, I gotta make it a little break.
top of my head's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would be good as if
Academy.
you wore that outfit or just a leather hat, like a leather jacket with that behind. Gak, I got
Hi,
my
everybody,
track.
by the way.
Hi, Gak. I got my track and field board back already. For that guy fixed it. That's what's going on there.
Oh,
right now.
awesome.
Yeah, I think he just pulled the chip out.
Yeah, you were saying that last time. It was something.
Yeah, I said I don't care and whatever, but it's working. My
Yeah,
son's
I mean,
like this.
as far as I know, everything worked proper when I.
Yeah,
left
it was
here,
just a
so
chip. I mean, but I didn't bother with
Just
it. I
the
just let him.
jumbling around across country, you know.
Yeah, he offered $60 to fix it plus shipping.
that's
I'm like,
great.
yeah, what the hell? I don't care. Just send it to me instead and whatever. But it doesn't have any high scores saved. Hypersports does. Did track and field as well?
I don't
it
know.
does. It should
Yeah.
save. It should save world records. It should save.
Yes, because that fly
Yeah.
dominated both my
Yep.
circuit boards.
Yep.
Yeah,
It should definitely so your NVRAM maybe
Yeah.
deal with that.
Yeah, well, no, well, I don't know if it didn't still have the high scores. That's what I don't know if it's saved.
Oh well, he may have had to reset it, or what he did may have reset
I don't know
it.
if it's saved. I don't see any.
But you should be able to like you should just put up a high score and it should definitely save.
Well, I'm not that good. I still can't beat. What's the last one? Is this the high jump on the track and field? Is that the last event? Jesus Christ, my dog just got
No.
It's a shot put.
No, because I made it past shot put.
You mean hammer
Something-
throw?
So what is it? It's the
You mean hammer throw?
the dash.
Yeah,
No.
hammer throw. Sorry.
Who was the guy
Yeah,
that
hammer
played
throw sounds
track and
right.
field? Hector. Hector's a track and field guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what.
I was completely blown away at how the
Yeah, it
he
might be
worked
high jump.
on the
Is
running.
it?
I never really thought about it.
I thought high jump was before shot put.
Or it's not. Which it's when you go over the bar without a pole vault.
It's high. It's
That's high
high
jump.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
high jump.
I can't get
That's the
past
last
that.
one.
I think so.
I think that is the last one.
And I can't get
All right.
past the pole vault at all. My son's like, "Daddy, why don't you ask your friends?" And I'm like, I'm not in the mood because I can never
Jump.
do it. And I'm like, you
Smart
might as well
kid.
try.
Yeah.
I've only gotten
No.
past the fucking hurdles a couple of times.
Like Perkins, my boards, because I got my Hypersports behind me from GAC, and Fly's got the high scores on my Hypersports.
Yeah.
And it's great because they're on the board. Like those are, I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I brought that machine to California Extreme maybe
Yeah, the-
2, 3, 4 years.
Mhm.
And one year it was track and field. The other years it was Hypersports.
Yeah, it's
But he
got
put
3
up
stickers
scores.
on it. And I think one fell off, but
Probably,
I didn't take it off. Yeah, there's 3.
I might
on
have
it now.
taken others off too. I don't remember. Yeah.
So I didn't finish my pole position thing. The steering doesn't work.
Well, that shouldn't be too bad of a fix.
No, I know I've been troubleshooting the board. I don't know if it's the IC, but Game Fixer sent me a YouTube and it was steering, so it's on my end.
Oh.
But I pulled that little board and I don't know if it's the IC. It seems like the resistors are testing all right. The capacitor tested fine.
is
And
that is that Optos?
Well, and I changed the opto. I actually have the same opto from the millipede trackball. I have a second millipede trackball, so I changed the opto just to see, and the same thing. There's nothing, response, and I haven't really gone much further. That was last week. I kind of get to a point where I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna put it down and think about it, and not worry, not stress. Because that's what happens. I fucking get all fed up and pissed off and what the fuck.
Yep.
And then sometimes I sit down I'll put it to rest for like 6 months or longer. Right now, it's the Super Sprint that I got here. I bought a Super Sprint 2 years ago.
Really?
I could have got it for $100 I gave the guy $200 because that's what I thought he wanted for it. And because that's what my buddy told me. And I'm like, $200, right? After he helped me load it in 2 pieces.
Yeah.
And it had all the parts there. And he's like, well, oh yeah. Whoa. You know, like he was surprised.
He's expecting 100.
Bitch. But I haven't.
Well, if you want a Spy Hunter, I want a Super Sprint.
Ooh.
That's
Oh, I know. I want to keep the
Winky,
Super
winky.
Sprint.
$200 is
I
still
haven't-
good for a
it's not
Super
running
Sprint,
yet.
though.
It's fucking
Yeah.
insane.
I put it down. What I have
$200 for almost any game right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Exception would be like Zaxxon for $200.
Yeah.
I think.
I'll give you $200 to drag this thing.
I don't
away.
want a Zax on. Thanks, Phil.
Nobody likes. You know what? When I was a kid,
You
that
know-
was a hit game, though.
Yes.
That game was a freaking hit. No one's seen
Yes,
anything
Mark.
like that before.
I have a Super Saxon.
I love the shit out of Zaxxon.
No one likes it anymore.
It doesn't get any love now.
No.
But when I was playing it the last few years at Grinkers, I'm like, why? What the hell did I see in this game? It's a hard, shitty game.
Yeah, you bought a Prisoners of War for $275.
But you know what's great
I
about
don't know if
that?
that's much better.
You know what's great about that though, Jim, is that, and I have 2 of those games. Okay, and I'm looking at the POW now. So I didn't know that was a JAMA game when I first found out that was my first JAMA game. And then I found out you could put a 60 in one or the 17 in one, and it's a horizontal. And
A
so,
bit kid or an arcade.
19 and
Yep.
1 if it's horizontal. Right?
and so I had that one on location at one, you know, I'm not an operator, but I had it on location, and it just has a POW at this bar, and I made like fucking $1,000
Oh,
in
damn.
one winter. And so I was
You hear
like,
that,
"Oh,
Brad? I'm just kidding.
Oh, damn.
And so, you know, it paid for itself, and I
You
was
need
like,
a Prisoners of War.
Wait, was it like in a ski area or like something?
yeah, it was at the ski area. It's up at
Yeah,
the base
yeah.
lodge of the ski area.
Yeah.
And I had a thing with I'm friends with the guy that owns the place, is the leaseholder. And so, but I like the game because it's a 2-person fighter, so you can
Yeah.
play with a buddy. You know, it was the only game I had that was a 2-person game. And so I replaced it with Hat
With
Trick.
bad dudes? Oh.
I replaced, Hat Trick's got a
Speaking of hat trick, wait.
yeah, it's a Bally Standing game.
Dave from Buffalo's not here to fucking segue that
Yeah.
from before the show.
Well,
Never mind.
that's
Well,
right.
Prisoners of War, to its defense, does have one of the best opening little scenes where you break out of prison by lighting a fuse.
That's right. It's been a great game, and when I got the Full Position 2, I got the Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja and another POW for like $175. None of them were working, but one of them was the cap kit, one of them was a power supply. Both jammers swapped them, and then my buddy that runs the bar, he wanted a game at his house, so I pretty much permanently loaned him the other POW that has a 60 in one. I turned the monitor vertical, and he's pretty stoked on it, and I'm pretty stoked. And what I have up at that same bar now that I've had up there for years is for like the last 3 or 4 years. They're open a little while in the summer. It used to be, I bought it for $270 local from some friggin' crystal meth head or something.
Gotta love those grabs.
Right.
Very familiar with that.
I am very familiar with those grabs.
It
Got
used to
some
be
primo games that way.
a double dragon, so it's a Taito double dragon that was converted to a relief pitcher, and they put the decals on the side and ruined the. I tried to peel them off, and it ruined one side, so I didn't peel it all the way off. It took most of the paint off, but I felt bad, so I didn't pull the other side off. But
What is this?
I was like, well, the hell with it. I'll pull the relief pitcher board out. It didn't have the special buttons that relief pitcher traditionally has, those round 3-position buttons. And I just put a 16-1 in it and recap the monitor, and the guy leaves it on. He doesn't even turn it off. 24/7. Well, it's It's off now, but all winter long, it stays on 24/7, and it's
Damn.
like crazy testimonial. But it made me, I don't know. I probably shouldn't say it, but we have a deal going. You know, it's 50-50 split.
Yeah.
What the operator owner got going on, but he gives me a pretty good deal, and I just put the money back into the hobby. And so Game Fixer charged me for the pole position 2 and the dig dug, it paid for, and then I bought some cap kits. You know what's funny is, have you guys
That's
bought?
exactly what Gak asks for every Christmas, and Lisa never delivers. Honey, can I have a cap kit for Christmas?
As you can see,
I
it
bought
looks
cap
fantastic.
kits and then realized that you've had.
I'm like, come on, honey, can I get some tonight? Can I get some? As soon as you got that cap kit done, I'm like,
Oh.
yeah.
I have a Midway cocktail table around the corner that I bought from a lady down the street, local, for $100 years ago. It's got Miss Pac-Man burn-in. So I think originally it was Miss Pac-Man, but it was converted to a Tiger Heli, and it's got major, it's a helicopter game, but it's got a major Miss Pac-Man burn-in, and now it's got screen curl on it, and I think it's a 4900, but I just got out of a sling. I was in a sling for 6 weeks. You can't see, but I was in a sling, this arm in a sling for 6 fucking weeks, rotator cuff surgery.
Oh shit.
Awful. But I still have like another 6 months to a year of rehab. It's fucking awful. But so I couldn't do anything down here but I'm going crazy. It was actually pretty good time to have the surgery done, because they shut the elective surgery down 3 days after I had it done.
Oh, that was excellent timing.
But I had my daughter down here in the arcade, and I'm like, okay, Joe, I want you to write down, I'm going to look in, find out what this monitor is, what the number is, so I can get the cap kits coming. And I think it's 4900, and that had some screen curl going on the top right. And then the red tent, one of the XMs, got screen curl on Mario, but when it warms up, it goes away. And then Buffett was like, you don't want to let the thing shit out. Like, you got to fix it before it really shits out, or you're going to be pissed. And I still haven't done it. But so I'm down here. I can't do anything. I'm in my sling, and we get all the cap kit numbers. I order it through Peter. It shows up. And then when I get the board back from board sets back from Game Fixer, Dig Dug's not working. Well, it ends up being the AR2 board transistor on the heatsink was junk, and I replaced it 5 years ago as a Bob Roberts kit. And I'd heard some of the old stuff's old and fails, and it did. But I was looking for the transistors I would have, brand new 2N3055s, I think is the number. And I find the old one from when I redid the cap kit, because I don't throw anything away, right? And I put the old transistor in the AR2 board, and the friggin' thing fires up. But while I was looking for the friggin' a brand new transistor, I found like 2, 3, 4, 5 cap kits that I had ordered from Ian Kellogg years ago.
Hey! Friend of the show, Ian.
So now I have John's Arcade / Ian Kellogg cap kits for these red tents that I haven't installed yet, plus what I got from Peter. And then it's just comical. Like, I found stuff that I forgot that I had. I'm like, you idiot. But I actually, buying the stuff from Peter, I got my Vectrex right here. And he offers a cap kit for it. So I got
If you need any, I got some Ian Kellogg gift certificates.
Oh, nice. Save
I think
those.
I have one kicking around somewhere too.
Yeah.
They're vintage.
Save those.
You give him 20% off, Jimbo, to buy him.
Yeah, that's right.
I really hope that.
Fuck that, I'd do 75%.
That's cool, man. Your house burns down.
Give a dollar beer.
I know Andrew gave one to
I
me.
did. I put it in Jim's hand. I was like, Don't laugh. Just take it.
Oh, wow, that's some big money you got there.
Yeah, that's.
I think my response was, "You
That's-
dick."
It's a lot of
You're-
pizzas,
you're a
Dave.
dick.
Yeah,
No, what a bummer that is.
You guys should all mail him to Gak, and he can buy cap kits with him.
Let's just mail them to
You
Ian.
guys need some XM. What are the 1801s and the small ones? I have.
Yeah.
I was
What
just
about
going
them?
to keep the Ian Kellogg
Oh,
one.
the cap kits.
You know, I don't want to.
I think I still have a couple of those Ian Kellogg cap kits. too, for
I'd
the
be happy to
85
buy
ones.
them
I
off
have
you.
a
You got to
couple
come
kicking
out here and
around.
install them for me.
I
though.
might still have a Mike's a fucking
Buy that cap kit for $5 if you install it.
Yeah, that's right.
I think I still have a Bob Roberts or two. Like
I'm sure I
like
do too.
with
In the
collecting dust
baggies?
somewhere. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
way in the back.
They're
Yep.
they're good if you're looking for that one cap that you don't have somewhere.
don't
and you just
have,
pull
yeah.
it out.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Did you guys ever get any is it called Laganappy from Bob Roberts?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I still
Various
have,
tools and sweet treats and shit like that.
Yeah, I think I still have something in the other room that doesn't ever goes bad, like an MRE. But it's not an MRE. It's like a roll or a what's it called?
I got
Moon
the
pie?
moon pie from.
Moon pie. Yes.
Oh,
I'm
think
pretty
those
sure
do
moon
go
pies
bad.
go bad.
My pie.
those are gonna go bad. Yeah.
5 years old.
It's not an MRE.
It's
No.
not an MRE, but MREs last a long time.
Yeah, they
But
do.
Right,
They,
right,
they
Mark?
do, but they
That's
last
my
longer
pie.
than yeah.
That's my
Moon
pie.
pies.
I gotta go look
Yeah,
for
they
that.
last longer than moon pies.
Yes.
How's the pie? It's okay. It's oh.
Does Little Debbie make moon
I-
pies?
I don't know who makes the moon
Maybe.
pies.
I thought it was like a southern thing.
I think it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a East Coast thing.
I
East
only
Coast
ordered
Southern.
from Bob Roberts once, but I'm glad I had the opportunity to do so before.
I was on his good list for a long time. The old cross
Yeah.
shipper.
Found it.
Yep.
Nice.
Shipping, yeah.
Woo.
There you
That was
go.
probably the source of like
Okay.
half my checks I wrote.
So here
Yeah,
you go.
the
You're
checks, exactly. You had to write checks for him.
gonna crack
Like
that
that-
moon pie open and go to town on
Hunt
it.
down a
I like
fucking
that.
stamp.
Necros
Right?
says MRE, moon ready to eat.
There you go.
Date on it.
Crack that banana. Oh, they
Yeah.
last forever. It's just chocolate and candy. Come on.
Yeah, I only ordered from Bob Roberts
And
once.
chemicals.
Really?
And,
It'll
He used to be
cure
he used to be the
coronavirus.
only source for
The
all
only
this
source,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was the one and only.
17.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
And
That's
on
fine.
his like retro
I'll leave it
site
for you guys.
that even at that time, like in the early 2000s, that was like an outdated.
It was still like a site from like
he
1995.
did that.
that you
So
made
here
on
we go.
Notepad with
Yeah.
HTML.
The thing
yeah.
that I was surprised at was like,
Banana flavored.
I built a few of those.
oh,
you eat
that?
nothing?
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
If it's, you're
Live
not
Live
looking
on
at
air,
the card.
food poisoning.
It starts to
So
choke.
Bob Roberts
Yeah,
has
don't
been
be
like
afraid to spit it out.
Like
4 or
this.
5 years, right?
Chase him with some alcohol.
He's-
Everything we find.
He's eating a 10-year-old moon pie.
It's actually fermented moon pie, so he's eating shit face right now.
Nice.
Yeah, Bob Roberts was the only one. I mean,
It
for
turns into a banana
years.
liqueur.
yes,
Oh.
exactly.
I
I
have
mean,
it.
when did Ian and these other people pop up? It wasn't until like 2011 or
Well, I
something
think
like
Arcade
that. It was
Shop and
pretty
some
dang
other
late.
guys, Twisty something.
There was-
or other,
there's
those
a
guys
few
used to
other
sell
ones.
stuff.
There's
The
that one.
problem
that
with
was all
arcade,
green.
the problem with
Yeah.
Arcade Shop though was their ordering system was pretty craptacular back
Maybe
then. You
Mike's
had to,
Arcade.
But it was still better than Bob's.
well, yeah,
Which
but
didn't
you'd
exist.
pay through the roof for shipping.
Yeah, that's true.
They had fixed shipping,
What was
and
the one
Bob
that was
Roberts
all
would do
black with
USPS,
Green text. What was that one? There was.
and
that
you'd
was
get it really fucking
back in the
quick.
day too.
Wasn't
Well,
there
what was up-
arcade cup or something like that? Wasn't that another guy?
Well, that's
He was a
Chad's
monitor,
side.
monitor
That's
repair.
Chad.
Yeah, that's Chad.
There was a site
Yeah.
that was all black and it had just green text on it. That was one another big
that's
one.
Chad.
That's Arcade Shop, I think.
Yeah, Chad. Well, no.
Their old site.
Oh, is that their old site? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Arcade
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
monitors.
So yeah,
mean,
the
Mike's
old
Mike's Arcade's been
shop.
around for a while too, but that was like parts.
Yeah.
Not really
Actually,
like
I have a
parts.
bookmark
Yeah.
folder with like.
And the
thousands.
arcade shop, you'd have to call them, and then they would only ship like FedEx or something. So you'd pay a
Oh,
lot,
yeah, that's
and
right.
then you'd have to wait for it. Whereas Bob, if
Yep.
you're on his good list, it was like $7
He'd cross
shipping,
ship.
and he'd cross ship
Yeah.
it. So
As soon as
Yeah.
you shipped once, then he would cross ship with you.
Yep.
Yeah, as soon as you did one good clean order, he was like, "Fine."
I don't
cool.
even. I
And-
swear, I only ordered
yeah,
from
his
once,
parts
and
were
he cross
cheap.
shipped.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah, here
price-wise.
too. I thought it
Yeah.
was because I was a girl.
That was awesome.
Maybe with the spelling of my name, he thought I was a girl too.
Oh,
I
that
guess.
could be. Yeah. Yeah.
And then you get all the poo-poo threads on Club. Oh, Bob Roberts doesn't have good caps. And,
And I hate using his website and emailing to order. This is 2005. What's wrong with you
Well,
people? It's
nobody
like,
had
fuck off.
good caps for the longest time in the 90s.
That was
I'm
awesome.
sorry, that was actually
You did
later
it.
than that.
Made you work for the parts, and you
Not really.
learned your part number.
So easy though. It's like you just went to the website and just copied and pasted it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was not like it was that difficult. It's like this is clear, like what it's required. You follow the fucking instructions. You get your parts.
It'd get priority mail, and you'd have it like sometimes those the next day.
Yeah.
It's like,
Usually he would ship out super fast. You get the stuff within a couple days at the most.
yeah.
Oh, and the information.
And
on the
then you'd
site
get an
is still
email
good,
like a
too.
day or two later saying received your payment.
Yep. You would
Thanks.
receive your payment. Yep. Thank you very much.
Did have you guys ever bought a CRT monitor from Arcade Shop?
No.
No.
Back in 08, I bought a Vision Pro 19-inch CRT,
New in box.
new in box,
Yeah.
$180.
Yeah.
It's in
Oh,
my
I could
shop
whip
right
you on
now.
that one. I picked up two for 109, and they had a Haps had a Vision Pro branch right, or Haps had a branch right by me, like literally like 20 minutes away. So you didn't even pay shipping.
We were
But
getting
that
Vision
was
Pros for like 80
that was
bucks.
back in 2006.
That
So-
is so
They just
sick.
had
I
one
wish
on,
I knew
they
They would do
eBay
they would do
now.
they would do Haps would do flash sales on Vision Pros, and that was the best. They were down to 110 bucks, so I bought two of them.
If you bought bulk though, a friend of mine got them for 80 bucks a piece.
Wow.
He bought a shit ton of them.
So there was a new in box on eBay like 2 weeks ago for 400 plus shipping.
Wow.
I just opened up my Vision Pro that I had.
Just,
bought for
you know,
And it went like this.
I don't care.
It was sold.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says, like Buffett or anyone that likes to poop. That they have one of the best pictures there is, hands
Yeah.
out. Especially if you get the Tovis chassis. I don't know about the other ones, but both of mine have been the Tovis one. It's just a revamped. I think it's just a revamped. I don't think it's a Wells. It's a rebranded. Not Cortec. I can't remember what it was.
This
Maybe
one
it's like
here,
I think it was a Wells like 7200 or something, but it's got a remote board that has a width pod on it, like horizontal width, like
Yeah,
it's
the one I have
and-
has
It's
that.
like a K7.
and it's got such
basically.
a sharp, vibrant picture. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's one of my
I
favorites.
put one in my Pac-Man when I opened up the arcade. I put a new one in.
Nice.
It looks awesome. I went
Yeah.
to John's Jukes up here flippers.com a couple months ago, and I walked into the back and was chatting with him, and he was talking. He has a lot of like new in box stuff from the 70s still, and he has a whole bunch of the astrological ones that did print you your fortune out. They look like little cabaret arcade games, but there's no screen or anything on them. And he was talking to me about gutting the mechanism out and putting LCD in and 16 wanting them, selling them because he hasn't been able to sell these things in like 50 years. And I'm like, oh, you're going to LCD it? He goes, oh, you're a CRT guy. I'm like, yeah. And he just kind of points over there and he goes, look over there. And I look, and on the pallet racking has 3 pallets, 5 by 5 by 5 high, 3 of them filled with brand new in box CRTs still.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh, I have to leave now.
There's another view, I guess. The other wall.
Nice.
I need to refill.
I need to get a.
I love hearing your Popeye.
Yeah.
You guys are sitting on the Popeye. It's one of the only ones that does it track because I haven't messed with the dip switches. I think Mortal Kombat, and when pole position 2's on it, it does a little thing, but I haven't messed with the dip switches too much. Hat Trick looks like it's doing a monitor could use a little something. It's kind of half and half, 2/3. I'll be right back. I got to make another drink.
Yeah. Nice.
Speaking of Patrick, oh, now he's gone. Sorry, Dave. I wanted to know if his hat trick was an original sack cabinet or not.
It looked like it didn't. I don't know. Oh, yeah,
like a
I do like that. I love that game. I played as a kid, and my kids liked it. They used to play it on MAME, like on my laptop. And there was one for fucking like $100. I told the story before, and I was so pissed. I talked to the wife, and she's like, "Oh, the first time we're available is tomorrow at 5:30." And I'm like, "Okay." And I took off of work, and then I called just to confirm. Oh, well, we sold Hat Trick and Gyrus. Every game was $100. And I'm like, "What do you mean you sold them?" I'm like, "What the fuck? I would have. I didn't realize coming earlier was an option."
Yeah.
Like the way you said it. I mean, it was okay. It was fine. It was. But I'm like, I would have come last night. I would have come this morning.
There's someone near me that's been looking for a hat trick for years.
I like Hat Trick. It's fun.
We went
Especially
to
in Canada. It would be a good game for you.
Yeah, I've been looking for a 2-on-2 open ice challenge, but that one you can hack a different board to turn it into it. We went to the arcade last week just to check up, grab the mail and stuff, and we checked our voicemail, and someone was offering us a free game. And so we called him, and he's like, "Yeah, we still got it." He goes, "Actually, I have a few, but this one I need gone, but of course we can't do it right now. But as soon as we're all back in business, he goes, it's yours for free." And I'm like, "Yeah,
game,
first arcade game, Tubin."
No shit.
And he says it's mint too. I've had a Tubin, but I ended up selling it to a friend because he was really looking for a Tubin, and I just didn't need it at the time. So I was kind of wanting to get one back again. So that was kind of.
It's a cool looking thing, just for your ambiance.
It's a fun game. I used to like it.
I love Tubin
too. Yeah. Good music, good 2-player fun.
Yeah.
And the arcade is we're always looking for 2-player games because we get a lot of people coming in because of 2-player games. They want to play with their kids or their parents, or just buddies want to play together.
You should almost have a list. Like when you cut like 2-player games, like if you want to play together, these are the games in the arcade you can play at the same time. Or whatever.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, I know the
recommended. Recommendations for these are good party games kind of thing.
2-player.
I know them off the top of my head. If someone talks to me, I usually just let them know.
Yeah,
or I'll walk.
It's a cool idea though, to have some sort of hey, here's a recommended list. If you're in a
would you ever get a Chex bubble hockey whip, or is it too much real estate? That's a lot of real estate.
It's too much real estate, but I would like to have one. I would entertain getting one if it was.
My friend who had a bar
pricey
here, he said we used to have one, but
they are. But you can find them cheap still. I've had a friend that got one for like $100 not long ago. I had another friend who sold one. He didn't tell me for $300 like a year ago.
I thought those were for years. I thought those have been
here. They're pretty. I mean, maybe they're more plentiful.
Oh, they are. They're at least up here. They're normally, if they're working in good shape, they're usually at least $1,500.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But they probably all went there because you guys are so hockey. I have a feeling there's probably more.
Yeah, I mean every bar and every place had one back in the day.
Apparently, my next door neighbor was professional nationals kind of level at Chex hockey,
bubble hockey.
So he knew about the games I've got, and he's like his family's been over, his son and his daughter been over playing games here, but he was saying you gotta get yourself a Chex hockey, and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna afford one. And that was 10 years ago. Years ago, yeah.
When I lived in Long Beach, Long Island, I was there from 2001 to 2006. My local bar, Budweiser, Bud Light, was coming around. They were bringing a bubble hockey Bud Light table, and they had little tournaments in the bars. And I had a bubble hockey. God, I wish I still had that shirt. T-shirt, whatever. I went there to play. I mean, nobody showed up at the local bar. It was the same. I don't know if you guys remember. Do you guys remember the Bud Light? Oh God, what was his name? I have his picture. He did the stupid. He was at Bud Light Daredevil. They were TV ads, and he'd do stupid stunts, I'm gonna go to the mall with my girlfriend. Yeah, he would wear They were stupid. I gotta
very vaguely remember those. Yeah.
What was his name? It was so stupid, and he was there, and I thought he was like a skateboarder, and I'm like, "What do you do?" He goes, "Oh, I'm on these TV ads," and I'm like. I have an autographed picture, but the ads were hilarious. I'll put them in the chat. I forgot. Ted Ferguson, Bud Light Daredevil was his name. And he would do stupid shit. Like, I'm going to talk to my parents about my future. And he'd sit there for 5 minutes and go, "Oh, I need a beer." I need a Bud Light. I'll put them in the chat. You guys, it'll make more
What you drinking, Mock?
Oh, orange juice and vodka. Tito's.
Ooh,
Vodka.
Did you say and Cheetos?
Screwdriver, yeah.
Screwdriver. Yeah.
You said Tito's. I thought you said orange
not
juice,
Cheetos.
vodka, orange juice, vodka, and Cheetos.
No, Tito's.
It's got it. Yeah.
They do have Cheetos.
Chewy cheesiness.
It just came out that my wife bought were the Cheetos popcorn. Have you seen those out there?
That's good.
Wow.
Is
I
it
haven't tried
actually
'em yet.
popcorn, but like covered in
It's
Cheetos?
real
Yeah, it's like cheese
popcorn.
popcorn,
Yeah.
but it's Cheetos dust.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I'll look for that.
Yeah.
There's a
Sounds like a hit.
there's a Cheez-Its chip. If you guys like Cheez-Its, but it's a chip
Oh.
in the chip
Oh,
lab. It's not in the cracker.
Weird.
Oh.
I haven't found it yet, but boy, it looks good.
Do you guys remember when Chance and Josh and his buddies
Yeah.
brought
Oh, yeah.
the ketchup chips and Cheetos from Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, no,
Last
that was the
the-
Island Pirate.
Oh, it was?
Sarah that brought those.
year.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
right.
Oh, and I think that
Ketchup
Chance was
flavored
enjoying that.
Chance was the
Chance
one who
was-
brought the chip that should not be eaten in drinkers.
Yeah, he wanted to
because
bring
it
that
causes
spicy
sweating
hot.
and vomiting and
Oh, okay.
Urea.
The
The
Reaper
one chip
chip.
challenge
Yeah,
or
the-
whatever.
yeah.
Reaper challenge. Oh, he brought
Yeah.
that. Okay.
I have a question for the Canadians. I forget, what is a full dress chip again?
All dressed.
All dressed. What
It's
is that?
basically like it's like barbecue, salt and vinegar, ketchup,
Green onion.
green onion. It's a bunch of them.
Are they delicious?
It's not all of them, but it's most of them.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. It's our number one seller in Canada.
No, there was some site or somebody said
Oh,
at COVID-19 something got fucked up in Walmart. I'm on a Canadian Ontario arcade thing, and then like Walmart got like, thousands of boxes, and they had 25 cents each a bag.
Oh,
They
wow.
just like a wall, like there was a mistake. They go,
there are different ones. Like there's different companies that make them up here, and some of them are better than others. Some of them.
Oh, that,
Yeah.
that was on my my news thing. Is that certain WalMarts out there are blowing out their Star Wars arcade one-ups? I guess they're not selling well in certain locations. Certain ones are like they're selling out.
The regular ones were like that too, not just the Star Wars ones.
So yeah, the Ninja Turtles. I saw a guy on my marketplace picked up a Ninja Turtles 4-player and a Star Wars one-up with the riser. I think for $150.
Wow.
So there's
They
something.
still got taken.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They still overpaid.
For $150. There was one for sale at an auction. It was Mortal Kombat 2, but I think it was a multi, but it was a one up with the riser, with the stool. It looked cool with the Mortal Kombat stool. But no coin door, clearly one up. And I think the bid was like $18, starting bid, $18 at an auction. But they had 12 days to go, and my buddy of mine made me aware of it because he knows I collect. And I said, "Hey, thanks a lot." And then I realized what it was, and it was like, "Yeah, we'll see. I'll follow it and see who pays the most at the end." But jokes on them.
Yeah, we had a story, I don't know, a few months back when the Ninja Turtles one-ups came out, that some arcade somewhere was putting in was it a J-Rock version or maybe just
Yeah.
but they would actually put a coin door and
Well, it
they
was
were
supposed to
putting
be
in,
the original board,
Yeah.
but they
Yeah,
put
they-
it into an arcade one-up cabinet.
of the Ninja Turtles because it's
Yeah.
all ready to go with the controls
So they
and
just
the
jammed
artwork
a arcade one-up.
and somehow put a coin door in
Sweet.
there and with
But,
that
yeah, it was the card reader, just something like that, was on the front of it. It was like a Dave and Buster's kind of thing.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say since it's on a riser, you could just tilt it and get to the coin box.
Just reach up underneath.
Yeah.
And be careful it doesn't fall on your child, but yeah,
Yeah.
like
Can always have
IKEA
another.
furniture.
They always have another.
Just don't pull out.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
It's so easy.
Actually, even
It's actually
better.
fun.
Yeah. Then you can sue the establishment for
Game of
making it
danger.
unsafe, and you can actually earn even more money off of it. So you can steal from the coin box, and you can get a lawsuit. That's the American way.
Green pie creates kids. What was it? Rodney Dangerfield goes, the best thing about kids is making them.
Is making
I love that line. That was in Back to
Good
School,
one.
I think.
back to school. Sounds
When he's
right,
like bribing the cop not to arrest him. Here's $100 for your, get some clothes for your kids, and here's another $100 if you don't have kids. Get some
yeah, he
kids.
was he was basically playing like his Caddyshack character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Great.
pretty much. Yeah, little
Park my
nicer.
car. Yeah, put on some weight. Yeah.
Rodney Dangerfield's in that, and he's got like a big space between his teeth. He's all goofy looking. He's like not the good looking.
No, you're talking. You said
Yeah, no respect.
you mean
Yeah.
the Iron Man. That's who you mean.
Iron Man. You mean
Rodney Dangerfield was in Back to School, and he's got.
Yeah, he was the best friend with the green hair, and he'd like.
No, that's not
William
Rodney
Zabka's in that movie too, right?
Robert Downey Jr.
You're talking about Robert.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, you're right. No, Dave, you're right. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
talking about Robert Downey.
That's what I meant. Yeah,
Meant it, yeah.
it's the Tito's.
Yeah.
I'm rocking the
In the
Deep
big-
Eddies, Mock. So we're both doing the vodka.
I gotta get another one.
Yeah,
This
you
is
got it in the big Slurpee cup too.
This is a Starbucks cup, and my daughter used to work there. This is like a really sought after cup. I guess they go for like $50 on eBay.
Why?
But I don't because they change color with the cold. See, it's like blue. It's like I'm drinking like raspberry drink.
Coors Light.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like I'm drinking like a blue drink, but it's just the cold color change cup. It makes it fun.
yeah.
Wowee.
It's drinking screwdrivers fun.
yeah.
Even if they don't change color, drinking screwdrivers are fun.
yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah, blue screwdriver. That's
Yeah,
Yeah. Oof.
raspberry screwdriver.
That'll get you.
that would take
Yeah.
a lot of blue Caraco to make an orange blue.
That would, and that just sounds nasty. Although blue Caraca doesn't have a whole lot of flavor to it.
Nah.
But it is.
Is that an Asteroids Deluxe over Carl's shoulder?
Yeah, you guys are on top of
No,
the
that's
red
millipede
right now.
Oh yeah, I don't
Balancing
yeah.
precariously.
Tempest, millipede,
Oh,
and
you're
might be
wrong.
Asteroids Deluxe over there.
He moves. I think it's an Asteroids Deluxe behind him.
Over his left shoulder.
The suspense is terrible.
Is it?
Kind of hard to monitor, or the marquee's blown out there, but it could be.
So the millipede was the first one that started it all. It needed a cap kit.
I miss my
Oh no, Gak would have
I
sold
got the
it.
multipede and the millipede.
Yeah, he would have gotten his buddy Chong.
Yeah.
guy.
He would have traded it.
Deluxe,
Dylan.
I got
Chong
it.
guy,
Dylan, yeah,
Kellogg.
aka Tron.
What do you
guy.
got?
Guy I'm in. Okay, wow.
I need a soundbite of
Oh,
that.
he jumps in just as I say that.
What's that, Carl?
The Asteroids Deluxe, I have the multi.
Oh yeah.
You got asteroids?
It was really cool to have, and that needed a
Every
cap
time.
kit when I got it. That was $300. I got the Asteroids Deluxe.
You got
and-
asteroids?
And those two boxes
Every time.
were $600 from the same people.
So
Like
the
Kiwi's
Asteroids
Playhouse, that's the
Deluxe.
It came from
Uh,
a
You got asteroids?
So Till has that one that has the multi asteroid, has regular asteroids Deluxe.
asteroids?
And, it has Lunar Lander. Yeah, how do you play Lunar Lander without the control that goes? Is that done by buttons?
I used to own an Asteroids Deluxe.
You got asteroids?
You just tap it for when you want Russ.
You did that on
Andrew,
purpose.
Andrew,
You
did
did
you
it on
ever own
purpose.
Asteroids?
You got asteroids?
You know, I've never had an Asteroids,
You got
Am I the only
asteroids?
one here who's got an asteroid?
but my buddy,
You got asteroids?
but
I've
my
got,
buddy Eric, I
I've
went and
got
helped
two
him load up an
Asteroids.
Asteroids.
You got
Deluxe.
asteroids?
I've got an Asteroids Deluxe.
You got
with
asteroids?
The multi, but now I
You know
have my
what?
Cinevecton in it.
Do you
I
guys
can't
remember when he had that flood in his basement? The Asteroids Deluxe hasn't worked
You got
since.
asteroids?
Losing his mind.
One of the first games I had as a teenager was Asteroids
You got asteroids?
and Space Invaders.
Oh, I got a
playing
soundbite for
Asteroids
that.
at
Got
2600.
Space
Give me a break,
Invaders?
man. They got fucking space invaders in here. That shit's for retards.
I bought in like 90,
Those are the only two particular games. I
And
got
just like that,
soundbites
we
for.
get kicked off the air.
You said that's for the R word.
Yeah, it's no. Hey, it's no N word.
I'm pretty sure like 2 episodes said it like
Nebraska?
3 or 4 times. Yeah, Rastan.
I haven't been to Nebraska for a while. Only when I came across country.
And then you're in Nebraska forever.
Ever.
It's not as bad as
Nebraska's-
Wyoming.
Ever.
Well, yeah, there's some
Yeah,
parts
I
here,
know.
eastern Montana, you can watch a dog run away.
Right, I talked about this. Like, I'd rather drive through
Yeah, we did that
now
already.
rather than Nebraska. Nebraska's a
I missed
fucking-
it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You would have been one more. We had like 5. It was like 1 to 2 pounds. 5 of us.
Very
Jeez, you need to
nice.
wipe your asteroids?
Inconceivable.
Oh, sorry,
I got
that was
it.
that was so like 2 minutes ago.
All right, I got one more news item that
Ooh, I have one too after you're done.
Andrew might like this. I don't know.
Ooh.
So Andrew who has a Switch here? A Nintendo Switch.
I do. My kid
Who's
does.
a Switch
We
hitter?
have 2 of them.
Did
I've been playing way
Switch
too much
ever come
fucking
out with the
Animal
Asteroids
Crossing.
game on it?
Yeah. What's that?
Did the
Well,
Switch ever come out
Gak,
with
you missed the
Asteroids?
boat.
Sorry.
With
I was trying to bring
Asteroids?
it back.
Don't you dare bring that back.
Yeah.
Now it's 5 minutes ago.
You know, in about an hour,
was
it
enough
might
of
be
that.
brand new to me again.
Enough asteroids shit. Fuck that game.
Just like if you keep seeing Space Invaders, I'll have to play that bite.
Space Invaders.
So Switch that's coming out with
Give me a break,
Blasteroids.
man.
No.
Yeah, Blasteroids.
Blasteroids.
No, the 30th. I don't care. I know if you guys care about this game, but the arcade classic, if you want to call it that, comes out on the 30th, which is a couple days. The sequel to Afterburner Lock On. Remember Lock On?
No.
That's
Yeah.
a game that Sarah likes that spins around.
G-Lock.
The R360.
The
G-Lock.
G-Lock.
Oh, G-Lock.
Yeah, I think
G-Lock.
that's what it is.
It's called Sega G-Lock.
Yeah.
Let me
Because I used to
double
have an
check that.
upright cabinet
Let me double check my facts here.
that I got for free, and then I didn't know what the hell to do with
no,
it.
no,
That was
no,
early
no,
on.
it's not G-Lock. I'm sorry, I was wrong. It's Lock On. So that's Lock On is the it's a scaling game where you're flying around and you do shoot stuff and you I don't think you go 360 though. Let me get a little preview here video. You guys might have played it before. I've never
I
seen it.
don't
in
remember ever
Breakers.
seeing one.
I've played one, but
Drinking some proper Russian vodka there. Yeah.
let me
Fuck
see.
the Tito's.
Russian
Fuck the
vodka,
Russians.
yeah.
Tito's.
Although honestly, I probably would go with Polish vodka.
I like Tito's.
I mean, that's good for Austin vodka. And
I like Tito's. Is a good,
Hey.
And Canadian fizzy water. There you
I
go.
think Tito's is a
We
good.
call it ginger ale.
John Jacobson showed off this game once on his show. I don't know if you
My,
guys
my
remember.
favorite vodka is the free
Nice,
kind.
Andrew.
yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, subtle, but you got it. Thank you.
Do you guys want it in chat or IRC?
Yes, IRC.
Share your
Okay.
screen. Share your
Yes.
screen.
Yes, about
Lock on.
Oh yeah, lock on.
okay.
Lock.
So that
Lock
comes to
on,
Switch
lock
in a couple days if you guys
the
care.
locker.
But that is a class. It's an old arcade shoot 'em up in the style of like.
Oh, it looks like almost like a upgraded version of Top Gun.
Oh yeah, I'd like
You
to
guys-
see the cabinet though.
and you can shoot the stuff on the ground too. It's actually pretty. It's actually pretty fun if you guys ever played it.
Is,
I like that better.
is the cabinet on Clav?
It had a really cool control front too. Like they had all the control dials and everything, making it look like it's a dashboard. But you shoot stuff on the ground too.
Oh, it's a
and-
Tatsumi. I thought you were talking Sega. Data
Yeah.
East.
Oh, that's why I couldn't find it under Sega Lock On.
Anyway, that comes out the 30th. So I don't know how much those arcade. I think it's like $10. But is that what it usually is, Andrew?
Oh, that's a weird
yeah,
ass
they
cabinet.
vary. They're usually under 10. I mean, I've picked up a few. I think I've got like some of the Neo Geo stuff I picked up just to have on the go.
What were they thinking with that cabinet?
Oh, it's like a
Yeah.
Star Wars yoke.
Yeah, it's a Star Wars yoke,
Oh, interesting.
It's a cool bezel,
and it
Oh,
has
it's a
Rob-
super cool bezel. I love the giant
Yeah.
fucking reticle.
Yeah.
crosshair. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, that seems like it seems undersized. the yoke.
Yeah.
Like when you compare it with Afterburn, I mean, granted, this is a different company, but you know, Afterburner had
East.
this like that. I feel like it looks like they skimped out on the control panel, but otherwise the cabinet's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like the two speakers and whenever it's stereo on the bottom there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fun. I've played it a few times.
That's a
They
cabinet.
had-
No.
You see like an awful conversion of like golden tea in it or something.
Rastan.
The trackballs, like you got to push.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
up.
yeah. It's vertical.
Burning King
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
So if Andrew buys it for Switch, you can give us a full review next week.
Yeah, no, all
Full
my Switch time
review.
is basically Animal Crossing right now.
You're pulling weeds and building shit
And
for
you're-
your,
I'm
one-
pulling, I'm
your
pulling
island
weeds, and I'm going to other people's islands and getting fruit,
and catching
um,
bugs. And
catching
fishing.
bugs,
Fishing.
catching fish. It's
Selling-
actually, I'll tell you what, it's
If you dig first and then break the rock, you get extra whack at the rock.
if you can't do
Huh?
8 pieces of bounty from the rocks, you're doing it wrong. So I know how to do
Welcome to the Rock.
Welcome to
yeah,
Animal
so-
Crossing Hangout.
Eight pieces of bonus.
Is
from
it really
Rock
about
like
moving animals from
elementary.
one place to another?
No, they're it's
Just over bridges.
it's a community simulator kind of thing. So you build a community, you can put down
It's The
stuff
Sims.
and build out, kind of like The Sims. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in that same vein where it's like you build out an island, you add amenities and things for your island visitors to do. It's a game. Actually, you can finish the game very quickly, just maybe a week or so, because it plays in real time. So like literally, if I walk in there, it's now currently 10:28 Mountain Time. If I walk in and turn my Switch on and play Animal Crossing, it's 10:28 in the game. On
All the animals are
28.
asleep.
Yeah.
Some of them will be asleep. Yeah.
Are you an
No.
animal, or is it? Or does
Unless
it,
You
they're
are-
night
you are a
owls.
person.
Oh,
You're the only human
I
kind
see
of thing
what
in
you
the
did there.
game. Unless,
See that?
unless you've got other people who are sharing.
Play
your
more
island
where
with
that
you.
came from.
okay.
It's weird. I've never actually played an Animal Crossing. This is my first Animal Crossing game ever, but it was totally like one of those like, hey, quarantine game.
Followed by Minecraft.
That and Super Sprint. Yeah, no, it's
In that order.
very relaxing to play. There's no rush to do anything. You just play
Yeah,
it
because it's
and-
real time.
Can you tip cows?
and have a good time. No, but I have a cow on my island.
There's pinball.
Ah,
One of my
pinball
animals
machines.
sit on my island. So you're
Bless you.
yeah, all of your island inhabitants, besides yourself and other humans who play on your game, they're all animals.
Yeah.
And they have houses, and you build their houses for them, and
There's pinball machines, right?
for Animal Crossing. Oh,
Yeah.
that's no, yes, there is. Yes, I
Yeah.
actually saw those for the first time, and they have candy cabs.
I
saw those for the first time the other day.
Jacob,
Yeah.
the wooden arcade, has them in his little.
Yeah.
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 So they have like full on candy cabs. So I saw a little three candy cabs set up in someone's island the other day.
I think Jacob, the wooden arcade guy, he has some of them in his place.
Could be.
His little
Yeah.
arcade setup.
I would like to have an arcade. at
nothing
some
like
point in
three
Animal
pigs
Crossing.
in the mud playing on their candy cabs.
Three little
Yeah, by the
piglets.
way, so
Three little-
Jacob got a special can release beer that's like Donkey Kong.
Oh, level.
related.
Yeah, the level. What is
Level Up,
Level Up.
5-pound hammer, I think is what it's
it?
called.
Yeah.
And
He's supposed to do a get together, right?
Yeah, I think it's like Saturday afternoon or something.
Yeah.
And so I got mine the other day, but yeah, that was awesome. He just sent it to me as a gift. So thanks, Jacob. And I'll try
Jacob's
to join
the
up with
best.
him Saturday. Yep. Yeah, he's awesome.
Jacob's awesome.
He is. So yeah, Animal Crossing. It's mindless fun. You actually, like I said, you can finish the game. You actually get to credits just after a few days of playing, really, if you wanted to do that. But like the point's not just finish the game; it's to build an island. Yeah, it's
So-
The Sims. Jim nailed it. Like I actually didn't think of like another game that it was like in the regular world, but like it's totally The Sims. You just build a house and build stuff and put shit in your house and put shit outside your house and deal with other people in your neighborhood. And yeah, it's cute.
think
It's mindless.
I remember I think I bought that game for my sister, trying to get her into PC games because I thought that was something she'd like. I think she played it for about 2 days.
That's unusual. Like usually, like I've been trying to get Wendy to start playing Animal Crossing, and she's interested. She loves listening to it, but she's got like a little bit of an ASMR thing. So like when your little guy is like running across the grass, he goes, which apparently is tickling for the ASMR thing.
Oh,
I don't
She
know what
starts having
ASMR is.
orgasms or what?
well, that's
Yeah,
kind of where I was
yeah,
going.
orgasm. Yeah, I don't know what
All right,
ASMR
so
is.
ASMR. Yeah, I guess this is maybe a topic for a different show, but yeah,
There's
no,
the
so-
tape.
After hours, right?
yeah, it's yeah, I don't.
Do a search for it on
Do a
YouTube.
search
You'll
for
find
it.
thousands of videos.
There's if you go on his YouTube or Twitch or anyway,
it
ASMR,
stands for
it's an
something, right?
Yeah, it does, but it's an auditory thing that where if you hear certain like sounds, it makes a little tingle.
It's usually mellow sounds
Oh.
that give you a little tingling sensation.
Yeah,
Like
it might be
people
a-
like wrinkling paper or like
but
making
it's
scratching
very
sounds.
soft sound. A classic one is
good
like
tingling?
a happy tingling, right? So like a
Oh.
makeup brush, like dabbing into like a blush, like a
It's
the brush
crazy.
would
They
make?
make these microphones that are in the shape of a human ear, and the microphone's on the inside of the ear, so they can make these sounds like as if there's something like going around your ears, like someone's like running a finger around your ear or whatever, or
Yeah.
brushing your ear. It's
But they'll
really
also-
trippy.
And they have like a
Wow.
stereo
That's-
microphone setup,
Yeah.
so that you can speak to this side, and then you hear it on your left ear, and then I can move over here.
Yeah, you have to wear
right ear.
headphones to really.
You should talk
get
that
Wow.
close to the microphone all the time.
It
Yeah,
is
right.
kind of
Do
weird,
you like that?
borderline
All the-
pornographic.
Is that better than I usually am?
Yeah.
Proximity effect.
Really,
Yeah.
when it comes right down to it, I would like to.
Yeah.
To do
It's like-
ASMR videos. You just,
All the-
You're making me
I
I think
miss
the
my
last
mixer
Super
right now.
Bowl that
I haven't found my audience yet, but
I need my Arby's mixer voice back.
pretty
See,
sure
I
the
feel like I'm
last-
listening to
Jim, where's
NPR. I'm
your,
about to fall
it is
asleep.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the last Super Bowl, the chick that was in one of the X-Men, that butterfly chick with the tattoo wings or whatever, the pop
Oh,
up.
that's
First
Lena
class.
Kravitz's daughter.
She did
Lenny
like it was like a
Kravitz,
Mountain Dew commercial, but it was the ASMR where she had the microphone and she's making the sounds and opening the can of soda. or
Audio
whatever.
stimulants. I'm sure someone
Yeah.
could like chime in and say exactly what it is.
The sound of a
Yeah.
carbonated can of soda opening.
It is. That's actually a little bit too harsh because that
Oh.
Yeah.
is too harsh. It's all about soft sound.
Yeah, it can just be people's voices.
And just like,
You're
and
talking.
they'll put like
There's different
they'll
things,
talk,
yeah.
and they'll put like furry things in the microphones and just rub them.
Yes. They'll whisper in like from one ear to the other.
There's whole ASMR cooking channels. There's all
Yeah,
sorts.
it's really bizarre.
Wow, interesting.
It's really interesting. Anyway, the whole point of that was,
Yeah.
Wendy's got a little bit of the ASMR thing.
So Animal Crossing can
And-
trigger that?
Well, there's sounds in it because it's just such a soft, gentle, relaxing game to play. It's chill, and the sound of like your character running across the grass, because it's like a big open
Yeah.
island thing, and so you're running across the grass, and there's this constant sound of like.
It's like me
your
watching
feet.
Bob Ross late at
Yeah.
night before I go to
Yeah,
bed.
exactly. No, it's Bob
little
Ross
grass,
is an
happy little
ASMR thing
trees.
with his,
Yeah.
his brush.
You hear the
thing
brush on the canvas?
Yes,
Oh,
And his
yeah,
soothing
yeah.
voice.
it's
Ooh, I
just
like that.
relaxing. Yeah.
We're gonna do
Yeah.
just like that.
So yeah, I start playing that, and she immediately falls asleep.
Oh.
Ah,
But love for her, it's this medium thing
Oh,
of like
we have a winner.
somewhat stimulated and somewhat. Yeah, so there you go. So Gabby is posting stuff. So if you want to read the IRC, but it's like the stimulated versus like it's actual. There's some pleasure involved. Anyway, I would like
Yeah.
her to get into playing it because like
it's borderline.
I think
It's
she
like
would love,
almost like
dressing everyone
meditation,
up.
relaxation.
Yeah.
Well, my daughter plays
Yeah.
it every single day because she
Masturbation.
has a broken leg, and that's all she can do.
She
But,
plays Animal Crossing.
Oh, like crazy! Yeah, she
Well,
even
she's-
watches YouTube videos. And so she says it's a lot of creative too. So like
It is. Yeah.
it's about like making like, your
Decorating.
house and decorating, and
Yep.
this is the first time they've implemented where you can actually import in your own JPEG images.
Through your phone.
Um,
There's a phone app that you can.
Yeah,
do that.
you scan it and it does a QR code or some shit. I don't know, but you can
Yeah.
scan it into your system and it
Oh,
pops up.
that reminds me, Mark. I don't know if you've seen it, but our friend Jeff C. 720
Oh, yeah.
Zone, the
Yeah.
720 guy.
Mhm.
So he has been working in this program. It's like a game
Oh,
developer
yeah.
program. It's called Roblox,
Yes.
which I think
He's been
is
doing the
kind of like
videos on
Minecraft.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Roblox. Yeah.
and it's like he's been recreating the entire 720 game in a 3D world. So it's
Oh,
like
weird.
think of like Super Mario World on the Wii U or something,
Yeah.
but 720. And he recreated he just released a video today, like a 7-minute and 20-second video.
Oh, we got to look that up. All right.
It's freaking awesome. So look up 720 Zone.
I saw it come
on
in. I didn't watch it yet,
YouTube,
but I watched his
And-
first one.
and you'll see his videos, and it's freaking awesome. He's got the music that's like dead on, and the
Mhm.
level is like, I mean, there's a little bit of quirky things I'm sure he's working on, but it's freaking awesome though, man.
Does he
I'm
like downhills or jumps or something like
Yeah,
that?
I think he's created extensively more levels too.
I put it in the
Yeah.
chat, right? Now, check that out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he and
Oh,
he
that's
just,
cool.
Well, he just
super
released
cool.
one today, Mock, that's like over 7 minutes long, 7 minutes and 20 seconds.
This
And,
one is only a minute and 29 seconds.
Yeah,
So-
that's
that might
probably
have been
his
his.
last one.
He had a Skate City one that I saw where he was just
Yeah.
skating around basically in Skate City with it, and it was like
Yep.
kind of
Yeah, that's
720-ish, but you know, if you knew what you were looking at, you'd recognize it.
Yeah, he said he was like working on it with his kid or something like that, just kind of on their extra time, just kind of recreating it all.
Autonomous sensory meridian response ASMR. by the way.
Ah, there you go.
Thank you, Night Flyer, for
So I have a coworker that
clarifying that.
he so he was like into remote control airplanes, right? And so he got this game for his PC that's a simulator of a remote control plane, right? And I'm like,
It's cheaper.
how weird is that? And I just started joking around. I'm like, I wonder if they have like a simulator for like mowing lawns, lawnmower simulator. They totally freaking do.
Oh my God.
Like there's like a game where and this guy, like I watched the video and the guy's got like, you can create a big barn and you have all these different types of lawnmowers, like the sit down ones, the stand up ones. You start collecting them and mow all these different like areas. Yeah. I'm like, how bizarre, man.
It's really funny, and it's very.
I played the real game when I was 16. It's called Mow the Damn Lawn.
Yes, right? Exactly. Mow the back 40, right?
The back 40.
My dad took me to the backyard and said, "Hey, Chris, I'm having trouble starting the mower.
That's right.
Pull this down and pull that cord." And as soon as it revved up, he said, "Go."
It's actually on Steam.
Yeah.
Lawnmower simulator.
Why would someone go through the effort of even just making this game?
Right.
There's people
Or
who are
Scump's got the high score.
Just do a search on YouTube for fucking lawn care.
Yes.
And you'll see the results.
Wow.
And their whole thing is like, I actually
hilarious.
watched a couple because I was worried about, I was thinking about like trying to fix my fucking backyard, which some of you guys have seen. And just thinking about like, well, how could I just do this as easy as possible? And it took me down a fucking rabbit hole.
Right.
There's so much lawn care insanity out there. And there's like guys out there who like take it down and they measure the height of the grass in millimeters. So like, I finally took my like they're like coming on here as excited as about us doing a brand new arcade pickup. I took my lawn down to 8 millimeters. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Perfect.
Amazing. Yeah.
There's
It's like turns out the guy's like some like greenskeeper at some fucking golf course somewhere. It's like he's like basically turning his backyard into like the perfect green.
There's a
like,
PC
huge.
building simulator.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god! Oh my god! What the fuck? I knew there were some stupid simulators out there, but
all right, is at least
truck
accurate?
driving and garbage truck driving.
I want to grow grass simulator.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I want a paint
Well, it's
dry
basically
simulator.
it. Grow, and yeah. I want a paint simulator. Yeah.
I want to watch paint dry simulator.
paint, exactly.
Paint dry, yeah. Worst fucking job in the world, painting.
oh my god! And the reviews are overwhelmingly and very positive for the
Yes.
building simulator.
It's very exciting.
Oh,
Very
you can,
small but very engaged
and
community.
there's tons of DLCs. You can get like an overclocked DLC. And,
Oh god.
oh my!
Learn how to set your multipliers.
But you know what?
and-
There's websites.
cooling.
I used to teach my students. There's websites out there like Star Dolls, I think or Star Doll, and all you do is it's like interactive paper dolls that you just buy clothes for your doll
That
and you
sounds
dress them up.
creepy.
They're just like on the screen. Right? They love like Justin Bieber, and you have to buy clothes and you can dress your Justin Bieber up, and then it'll take photos of them and stuff.
Oh,
And-
that's what I do in Animal Crossing.
yeah, but it's like there's actually like real brand names that have their bags on.
You can
there.
unlock them over, you decapitate them and boil in their
Wow.
head in a pot.
And these guys, there'd be like 20 million registered members paying $5 a month. Like they were making a killing off this.
Silence of the Lamb simulator.
Yes, exactly.
It puts the
Puts the
lotion
in the
basket.
basket. I'd fuck me.
Mark, do you remember there was like this is probably like five or 6 years ago, there was like a super controversial home console game that was like it was like a serial killer simulator.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. It was really harsh.
Yeah, and
They're
they were
just going rampage and killing people.
and they were all the news is all in uproar about it.
Yeah, it was pretty
was
bad. It was
Postal?
PC only, I think. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Postal.
There was
It
a
was,
game called
did-
Postal though. It was,
it was like
Postal's
Maniac
fun,
or
yeah.
something like that. It was worse than Postal. It was really
Yeah.
harsh. The guy had like long
Maniac
hair, if I
Mansion?
remember right. Let me see if I can find it. It was really hard. It was even hard to watch.
there should be a YouTube. There should be a YouTube podcast simulator.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Hangout
Yeah,
simulator.
exactly.
Come on here and talk to each other. We'll just play a game where we're talking to each other.
It's just like one giant challenge of who you can talk over the most, right?
It's just kids just fucking screaming into their
Yes.
microphone.
Yeah.
how many,
Who's
how
the
many
most
sound
drunk and
effects?
obnoxious for the night?
Which is basically like any online game, right?
You get
Yeah.
DLC for sound effects that you can interject in when people talking. Got asteroids?
Shut up, bitch.
No, stop.
That bitch.
It What?
Oh,
Surgeon
stop, come back.
Simulator. Oh dear God.
I have a question to ask you. Are there any games that you guys ever got when you were, years ago that you got rid of that you regretted?
Star Wars Cockpit.
Yeah.
You got it
Oh,
for
that's a problem because
$500.
I don't have that problem because I never sell anything.
Yeah, I haven't gotten rid of much myself,
Yeah.
and I don't regret any of it. No, I take it back. I regret that Tron.
Yeah.
My
Just
Spy
kidding.
Hunter.
I love my
Beloved Spy Hunter.
And your Defender too, right, Andrew?
And those 2 Defenders.
Defender. I always ask cousin Brian. He won't let it go. I'll take that Defender. He's like, he's like,
dude, buttwad.
He's getting back into it because he like cleaned his basement and he was like, because he's all this time off and he's, no, I don't want to sell anything. I'm like, dude, you don't even touch them. They're covered in like 9 inches of dust. He bought all these games. He got hyped up on it. Like when
It's the hope, Dave. It's the hope.
Yeah, but that Tron, I feel bad about that Tron, but I love the Tron. If I had unlimited space, it would be here. It's like I love the look of it more than the play.
I love my fire escape, so it's all.
Yeah, I mean, if it was a choice, but
and you gave me the nice one because I'm a girl, which I love. I got
yours. I put the damp aid in it. It sat in there for days. I'm like scrubbing it. It's going to a girl. I'm polishing the ball bearings. I'm just like, I want this one to be super
Polish them balls.
Meanwhile, I like the moldy ass broken shit. 'Cause I'm a dude.
The cabinet rocks back and forth. You're
I
like,
didn't
what
do
the
anything.
shit?
Carrie's, I made sure everything was good.
Like hers is all super shrink wrapped and it says, "For Carrie, do not touch, do not open." Gak, here's your shitty ones over here.
No,
It came in on its side.
Yeah.
Holding up our
That's
house
not
for
true.
2 years. Yeah,
That's not true. Fucking
it's a
Dave,
load-bearing fire escape.
Yeah.
Dave is the high water mark for fucking packing our kids.
Oh my God,
yeah,
it
that
is
I got multiple-
phenomenal.
I
your
still have
packing
so
job.
many fucking
boxes
packing
of
blankets that are
blankets and all that.
Dave
Yeah.
packs a good one.
My truck is
Packs
still
it good.
packing
Dave
blankets.
packs the best
Good
one.
packer.
I used 4 blankets from, or I'm sorry, I used 2 blankets from Harbor Freight and 4 Home Depot boxes, a shitload of fucking shrink wrap,
Dude,
and I
your-
did all the
Your
corners.
packing job is
And a
Yeah.
partridge in a pear tree.
fucking
$300 in packing materials.
yeah. Seriously.
Yeah.
A lot. It was a good 40
Yeah.
bucks.
Oh, look at your Space Fury back there, Carl. I didn't notice that before. Is it actually got a Space Fury in it? I can't tell.
I'm not altered beast.
Oh no, that's Altered
Altered
Beast.
Beast.
Sorry, I saw
Yeah,
the
the
eyeball and I
eyeballs.
got all excited.
What's 2 of those is right?
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Or is
I'm like,
left?
wait a minute.
he's got
To your
Narc.
left.
I'll tell you, the Altered Beast. Guess how much I got the Altered Beast from?
$1.
$100.
They paid
50
you
bucks.
to take it.
$50.
You know what? I was so excited to get
10.
the Altered Beast for $100. I paid the guy.
I called it $100.
$10 to help me load it on the truck because I couldn't do it myself. And the guy was psyched, but he said he
Rise from your grave.
he's got a
Penis?
Mike says it
no,
was
he's got
Mate.
we're having a moment.
I
here.
hope so.
Is he a girl?
It's got
Does
a
he has
joust.
penis?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
God, should I play it?
No, it's got a joust bezel.
Oh.
Boys have a
Oh.
vagina.
What's to the right of it? I can't
So
see
is it?
this.
Wait. So is it a?
Yeah.
So you got like $2,000 into all your machines, or
What
what?
is that? I can't see.
Yeah.
Which one?
He's selling them as a lot
right, what
for
is that?
2,500.
Wait. Is that a midway cabinet?
POW and then the
It
Altered
looks like it.
Oh,
It looks like it. Yeah.
Mark.
Narc.
his
Oh,
Altered
Narc.
Beast?
Okay.
The Alter Beast looks like
Alter
a
Beast is
Williams
a-
cabinet.
That's a
Is it
Williams
mid-
cabinet.
Yeah, sorry, Williams. Sorry. Midway.
Yeah.
Have you
Is
beaten-
your,
I know what you meant.
It's the Guinness. Yeah.
is your
We know-
hat
we
trick
know what
in
you
an
meant.
actual
Thank you.
Bally cab?
Yes, it is.
It's a sack
engines
2
in the
cab?
front.
And
Sack
have you
2?
have you beaten
Step back, sack.
have you beaten
There's a sack and a
Narc?
sack 2 cab.
Carl, have you beaten Narc?
No, yeah, only
What's boss, Mr. Big or something like
yeah,
that?
it's
The big-
it's really hard. You gotta stockpile a bunch of missiles.
well, what I want to
it
do
turns
is
into a big fat head.
Yeah. Ha
When
ha
I
ha
got the
ha
game-
ha 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 ha
when I got
ha
the game
ha
like
ha.
Did you ever play the NES version of that game?
Ding ding
Oh,
ding.
That was another game that I didn't realize was an arcade
Good
game.
one,
I'd
Terry.
only played the NES one.
So can you guys see you probably can't. The FSU is the number one.
We cannot see your pants.
FSU On
Fuck
the,
shit up.
and I don't know if it's true or whatever. This came from the East Coast, but because there was a gang, and I should probably be careful.
They're gonna come to Montana.
On the front of this,
Totally coming to Montana.
stands for Friends Stand United, but they got it was like the top 3 scorers, but I don't know if it came from the East Coast or not. But that was
And they're watching.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, amongst our
We don't want to anger our gang.
fans.
We don't want to anger our gangbanger fans.
I always remember FSU meant fuck shit up.
Florida State University, hopefully.
And whatever, you're just calling them out for being really good at a video game.
Yeah, there you go.
So who cares?
Well, they were all about making sure people are getting along, which is cool. But
Hey, winners don't do drugs.
Yeah.
Not doing that drugs either.
I don't have the guts until now.
Weren't you shocked when you first saw Narc though in arcade? You're like, wow, this is a violent game.
It's very violent.
They showed in
Except for the
Teenage Mutant
dogs.
Ninja Turtles too.
Oh, really?
In the big arcade and their underground place, there's got
where they're skateboarding and stuff?
Yeah, there's dudes playing that.
That place totally reminds me of the
Straight out of Montana.
That place reminds me of the place from Hackers where Angelina
Oh
Jolie.
yeah,
It almost looks like
yeah.
the same set. Right, Andrew?
It could have been.
The
Sorry,
hack-
the TMNT from the
the
first movie?
skateboard where they can
Yeah,
play video
yeah, yeah.
games and skateboard. Then there's that same place in Hackers
Hackers.
that they can
Hackers,
go to.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
the
almost the
same
same
thing.
set.
It's definitely the same vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
This game is. I bought this game, I think, for $300. Because the kid that sold it to me knew he was friends with a guy. He had to move out.
He was
put the
out of
box
drugs.
in here. He's like, "Hey, Carl, I know you collect these things," and I figured $300 for Narc wasn't too bad, and it's still been running, and I've had it for like friggin' 8 years now. I bet.
There was a pound of weed in the coin bucket.
Yeah. There isn't. But because those guys are straight liners, with the guys that are like way into they don't do weed. They're all about just
straight edge.
Straight
have
edge.
a good time.
Straight
They'll
edge.
probably drink
Yeah.
a little bit, but
You know
not
what I say to straight edge?
I say cheers.
I was psyched to get it though. I didn't know what I had, and it's still
Fucking heroin in your taint, right,
Hey.
Mock?
Oh shit!
Oh, you said
In
taint.
your toes.
That's so they won't find the holes.
That's
Yeah,
right.
all right, I'll see you guys there. That between the toes.
That's right.
You got to know
Oh,
how
gout.
to play those out. You know how to shoot it.
Yep.
Can you name this episode "Heroin in Your Taint," please?
Yeah, I know, right?
Best line I've ever heard.
The only hard part is you got to get your girlfriend to do it for you. Okay, aim just below and
Or
above.
put a mirror on the floor, one of the two, right?
Heroin in your
Do it
How's
right.
your
You get a
geometry
tattoo down there with a
skills?
target.
Do it under the hole.
There you go.
Flecked it off here.
It's also
How's
known
your
Hey,
as
you see my
geometry?
balls, right? And you see my butthole, right? Okay, halfway between. There
Yeah.
you go. Perfect.
all right, I'll see you guys there.
it's also
Measure
known,
and
known as the gooch.
Ding.
Goose, jackass.
There you go, Mock.
Yeah, the gooch.
the gooch.
Jackass.
Yeah.
Manooch is
I do
what
it.
I think about Colbert.
I knew a kid in elementary school whose last name was Gooch.
Gooch. That's great.
Oh, that
Up
poor
coupler.
bastard.
Yeah, I went to
Well,
high
it
school
wasn't
with
a
guy
thing back
named
then.
Wiener.
Honey, weren't you a little hard on the gooch last night?
Your aim sucks.
Penis.
Nice.
No penis.
No.
Sucking your veins.
If it poop,
I need that sound.
Oh,
You do.
electronics. He's showing us
That's actually that would be a good one.
I love
What
it.
happened to
Yeah.
that?
On Saturday, Adam had me pull this one from Seinfeld.
You're friends with the urinator, aren't you?
with in a power surge. I had 3 of them go in the game's last. It's an EMI filter or an RFI filter. That's what it is.
I've never had one of those
I don't know what that is.
fail.
We
I've
had
replaced them
power
thinking
surge,
that was a problem, but it never was.
But that's what it was. Like it kept on blowing.
Bullshit. No, I'm just kidding.
Liar.
And yeah.
Boring.
Nice. Let's talk about pinball. Right.
Didn't Andrew have? Didn't you have some arcade news?
By the way, Jim,
Yeah, Andrew had some arcade
Quickie,
news.
yeah.
Wonka, man.
What's that?
Oh. Congratulations. Very cool, man. Very cool.
Thanks. I'm just starting to edit the video, and I've only got the intro and 3 mods edited together, and it's already like, and this is edited way down. And it's like 40 minutes for the first part.
I hope
it's gonna be at least a
Jesus.
3-part video.
I hope
It's
to
gonna be
God
at
you've
least
got
a
a costume and you're gonna dress up like Willy Wonka.
I do have a costume.
Cuts are in that?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I've seen
And sing the song.
Did you see my timeline? And that's
Oh, I
just
saw it. How many cuts are in that one section?
I
Could be
don't
good
know.
Willy Wonka because he's thin. Put a little fro on him, you're good.
Yeah.
Dude, somebody
I went as Willy Wonka for Halloween back in like 2000 or something like that.
That'd be a good Willy Wonka.
I had the big fro Gene Wilder hair going.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, some restaurant here was doing like takeout, and they were having Willy Wonka and Oompa Loompas delivering the food. You know, right now.
Oh, that's
during
awesome.
COVID.
I remember driving to a Halloween party.
Little baby Trumps.
Oh, it must have been. It must have been later than that because I was 21, so it's probably early 2000s. And I was driving I drove to a party, and I had brought to complete the ensemble. I had a bunch of everlasting gobstoppers. You know, like you could buy a box of them. And one of the boxes broke open in my car. And there were just gobstoppers fucking everywhere under the pedals and shit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it sucked.
Rolling
I was-
around everywhere. Every
yeah.
time you stop, they'll roll
I was
forward.
Can you buy those? Can you buy those
Yeah.
now, like a candy?
Oh yeah,
still have
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh
Those
my
are common.
God, I gotta buy them for my kids.
They used to
'cause they
have
like
all
that
sorts of
movie.
Wonka candy.
Oh, the Wonka,
Yeah.
the
You could-
nerds.
you could
and
even
stuff like that
buy-
were all
Nerds
Wonka.
still
Yeah, you
want-
could
they
actually
used-
buy the Wonka bars. The
They
actual
used to have
chocolate
Oompa Loompas.
bars.
They were like
Yeah.
peanut butter and chocolate little
Mhm.
cream.
I'm gonna buy some
Candies.
Wonka bars.
The Wonka bars
I remember
were
it being such
just
a
were
big
like
deal
a
in the
Hershey's
80s
chocolate
when they brought
or like
those.
a Nestle's chocolate. Yeah.
No, but there's a thing that looks like the with
Mhm.
the.
No, it's
Yeah.
just round.
It doesn't have the points out.
No,
Like,
it's just, they're just round.
That's a choking
Oh.
hazard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
But
just
they look
yeah,
just
they're
like-
like mini jawbreakers.
It's like a
almost.
jawbreaker.
It's-
Yeah.
but not quite as
Not
much
quite
of a
as big.
jaw.
I mean,
yeah, it's
it
kind of like a cross
realistically-
between that and a Smartie.
Yeah.
Realistically, an
But you lick
everlasting
'em down and they
Gobstocker
change colors.
would be hard
Yep.
to have in your
And then
mouth.
if you
It's
spit,
too,
they're different colors spit.
too
too.
pointy.
Can I get a scrumdiddly?
Spitting's a
Youngsters
nasty
bar?
habit.
And I'm not
I know
even-
a worse one.
And I'm not even a spitter, but like, yeah, I just remember that.
Hey,
Yeah.
the DQ on the East Coast used to call them Mr. Misties, right?
Oh yeah. I used to get Mr. Misty's. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
still have Mr. Misty's.
Hey, Dave, do you know what? Do you remember Crunch Coat
No.
from the DQ? Crunch Coat.
Mm-mm.
It's like a
Crunch
peanut butter crunch mix with Jimmy's. You guys call them
With
Jimmy's
my what?
Sprinkles.
I've used Jimmy's or Sprinkles. Yeah, both.
I've been used many
Hey.
times.
When you went to the Dairy Queen when you were younger, did you ask for Sprinkles or Jimmy's? I always asked for Jimmy's. That's what they called them.
I think it was.
I've never asked for either.
No, I used to get when I was not as young as, but when I was like in high school, I would
Is
drive.
it Jimmy's
I
the
drove.
slang for
Yep.
condoms?
No,
Yeah.
Jimmy's
No.
is
That's a Jimmy hat.
like chocolate
Jimmy
sprinkles.
hat.
My mom used to call those Jimmys.
They're
I've heard
called
the
Sprinkles
Jimmy's
now, but we used to
Condoms
call
or
them as
sprinkles?
Jimmy's when we were
Sprinkles.
For sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
Jimmy's. I don't know.
It
Names.
could have been when she
Jimmy's
was
a
having the
dick.
talk.
Yeah, I should have. I
A
should have.
little orange whip. Don't forget to bring your Jimmy's with you.
Little orange whip.
Kevin.
He went by
Kevin,
his
exactly.
handle.
Kevin. It's so funny to think of people out there. who
Orange
think of
whip,
you as a
where's your
Kevin.
Jimmy hat?
Oh, Dave, nice one. Hey, I'm looking forward to some of those tomorrow.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh,
We're
The
playing
good old-
in a
the good old
hotline
poker
game.
face.
Me, Orange
Yeah.
Whip, and Jimbo Dini, and hopefully Gak. He's a poker guy too. But it was just
God,
funny.
that was funny.
Playing and somebody raises and it's like, oh! I had a ball. It was-
We're on
All right,
Zoom,
Dave,
so like,
Dave, I
yeah.
gotta ask.
Like,
So, I mean, I
fuck
haven't
the poker
done it yet.
face.
So,
Yeah.
you have like an online game you're looking at on the screen, right?
yeah, we're using Poker Stars for their software. You can do a home league.
But then you have
Versus-
audio somewhere else.
No, we're just doing Zoom.
So it's all in Zoom.
Zoom.
No, we're doing Zoom, and then you have the
Just
link.
shake your rump.
So you have a webcam
Check,
on you
baby,
while
check,
you're
baby.
playing.
1, 2,
For
3, 4.
Zoom.
Sing it, Mark. You know
For
this.
Zoom.
Check, baby, check, baby.
All
1,
I
2,
want to
3.
do is zoom, zoom,
Baby,
zoom.
check, baby. 1,
Screens
2,
are right on your-
check, baby, check, baby. 1.
I have a horrible poker
All I wanna
face, so I don't want a
It's a
camera on me.
zoom,
you know?
zoom.
No, but we're not really.
I knew it was a
I'm
good
kidding.
day because I didn't have to
We're
use
all
my AK.
chatting.
Yeah.
We're all chatting about everything, so it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter.
Yeah,
It'd
yeah,
be better if you have
1,
two
2,
screens
rump
for
shaker.
you, or use your
I'm gonna
iPad
say knock me out.
yeah.
PC
I'm
for
gonna
the
say
poker.
knock me out.
Right.
I
yeah,
need
yeah.
some of those old school rap
gonna knock
songs
you out.
as,
Right
as
now, except
on my
for we're
rap.
playing
I'm gonna
poker.
knock you
Knock
out.
you out.
Yeah, I have a question. Who do you guys?
We
Anybody
don't do
play-
questions.
Living in an Amish paradise.
Yeah, nice. Weird Al.
One of the best fucking.
The answer is 23.
Yeah.
Turning
That was
lots of
like those
butter.
42.
I thought it was 43.
Fuck.
What was
Shit's
this question?
Play
just
cribbage
getting out of hand now.
Play what?
I need
Not
to-
since I was 12.
card game, like if you're out camping or
Not since I was 12.
What game?
Cribbage.
cribbage. Card game with the pegs.
The pegs? Oh, I have one of those. I have
My
Oh,
wife,
I've played
my
that.
wife, my wife likes cribbage.
That's what that is.
Is that
I haven't
what
played
it's
since
called?
I was
the
12.
little pegs and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
the little
I've
golf
seen it.
tees.
Yeah, it's like little pegs from the game of life.
Little golf tee thing. Yeah.
15-5.
I mean, I didn't learn until
Life in
I
the
was
car with the wheel.
Yeah, yeah, except it's a pegboard. Yeah.
You keep jumping
Look like
yourself
that.
until there's only one left or
That's all.
something.
And
Are you-
you're in
are
a
you gonna
spouse.
make
And then-
arcade cabinet shaped cribbage boards? That'd be cool.
No, well, because I did the coasters. A buddy of mine that does that. Yes, exactly. Orange Whip.
Good.
I
Gotta show
we
them.
could do other things like we could do that logo in like a little travel cribbage board or just like something
Yeah.
something silly like a giveaway type of thing. But
Can you make it like in a SWAT paddle?
we
Oh,
could.
fuck.
Or like
yeah,
spanking if someone's
Thank
in
like
you.
where you're
trouble?
going with that.
Have another.
yeah,
We need a
Yes.
spank paddle.
Wait,
with
can
the
we
logo
can
on
we
it.
make this in the shape of a bolo bat? Do you guys remember those when you were kids? Bolo bats?
You know,
Ah.
who this
Little
material
rubber ball on the end.
made out of?
Oh,
yeah.
that-
Ah.
mine's defective.
Yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't work.
That
Why do I always get the
material
defective
that those coasters are made out of is Rich Light, which is skate deck material.
Oh,
Yeah.
like skate
Yeah.
light.
yeah,
they call it skate light, yeah.
It's made out of skate light. That's exactly what it's made of. So a buddy of mine's a dealer here, and he has a CNC table, and he does a lot of shit. But he's a dealer for skate light and a bunch of other stuff. But
Is
that was
Rich?
fun to do. But I think about making more fun logo
There you
orientation.
go.
Let's get this in the bottom of a skateboard deck.
You guys play
Fuck yeah.
cribbage? No. How about if I just say fuck the cribbage and we'll just make more coasters and
Make-
stuff.
I think Gak
No.
was onto something for butt paddles.
Put this
Yeah,
on the
there you
back
go.
of a skateboard deck. Put it on a skateboard deck and clear coat it. That'd be cool. That was on the
would be
bottom.
cool.
The logo.
Yep.
Could you? I mean, yeah. I mean, the layers. You weren't going to see it on camera, but the fucking layers of this thing are beautiful. It's a beautiful piece of wood.
No, this
Yeah.
is
Yeah, and that's all. It's all fiber. It's all paper. It's
Yeah, it's all recycled.
their
Yeah,
product is phenomenal. It's really
Yeah.
nice. I never really.
Hey,
it says it on the back
Oh,
because it's
I-
Rich Light.
I was gonna say,
recycled
let's give the
paper
guy
layers.
let's give the guy a plug there. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So whose camera will pick it up the
Mine's-
best? I'm
how
pretty
come mine's
sure.
reversed?
Mine's not
Oh,
looking so
Brandon-
well.
It'll
Not
look
orange
reversed to you. But
Yeah,
it
how
won't be
come mine's
reversed to everyone
reversed?
else.
Why?
Everybody's
Because
just
that's the
fine.
way this works.
Oh, mine looks normal.
It looks reversed to
Yeah.
you, but it's normal to everyone else.
Oh, okay. I'm stupid. You gotta.
Well, there's a setting you can change to flip that.
You can, but then it looks weird. It's better to have it be like a mirror. But whatever.
I don't know if I have. I can't top the
Oh yeah,
There you
look at
go.
that. I mean, that's a disposable.
stuff I have
Yeah.
Yeah.
around here, but
It's like pulp paper or something
Yeah,
like that.
that's
they
all
call it.
recycled paper from that one too.
that's way cool. I didn't even know you guys were doing. I just came up with it, following you guys. I'm like, oh, Brendan, hey, can you do this? And he's like, oh yeah, sure. And like in short notice, he didn't want to charge me anything, and I'm like, come on.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
Dude,
Super cool, man.
So nice. Yeah, this is classy.
Guy, and he's busy. He's got to say he could probably run another 2 or 3 tables, I bet. As far as graving the shit, but he's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. He works too much. He needs to take a couple days off.
Time for a refill for me. I'll be back.
Do it.
Where's mine? Oh
boy.
I already refilled. No ice though. I need to go upstairs for ice.
So we'll save my news item for when we get back here. It's actually a very short one, but it was something we were talking about last week.
All right. Yeah. When we're back from the commercial.
Back from break here.
Back from break. Yeah, no commercials involved. So
Steve Art, could you play some music, please?
Yeah, hum something. Can you make it so your head isn't like just right on top of the little at the bottom of the thing?
So what happens is this chair has a bit of a leak in it. So I start off up here, and then within like an hour, it kind of like does one of these very slowly.
Yeah. It's like you're like one of the egg timers.
Yeah,
we can be like, oh, it's another hour. Time to reset the C-Bart.
We just measured you on screen. Yeah.
Stands on the stool to begin with, but then he gets tired, so then he just finally, gets off the stool.
But you've got the shoulder things there.
Yeah.
Like
he's got a race car.
It's a race car seat. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a gaming chair.
Yeah. Well, how the side bolsters?
Yeah. Wait. Why do you have a gaming chair for Minecraft?
Why do you waste your time with Roblox?
I don't play Roblox. I never have played Roblox.
We get Seabart into Team Fortress.
What's the purpose of a gaming chair? Because isn't like the chair actually helps you game, right? Like, doesn't it? It's just something that you're sitting.
It's just to keep you comfortable. Yeah.
So in other words, a gaming chair is
some of them even have
comfortable
speakers
chair.
in the arms or in the back.
It's comfortable because you sit in it for 14 hours a day playing games.
Yeah. Hopefully making a living.
Yeah.
Or 16 hours if you're on not working. Yeah, I did a 16-hour day in Minecraft. Not the highlight.
So just real quick, because everyone's gonna come back and no one's gonna want to hear the answer to this question.
Why?
Why do you play Minecraft? Like, and like, what's the thing? Like, what? I mean, like, what's the draw? I mean, I get it. Like, well, we play,
can build a lot of shit in Minecraft.
So the point is building shit.
That's pretty much. And you can also, it depends on your style. So some people just do the adventures. Some of them go for battle royale.
So you fight. You can actually fight in the game.
Oh, you can PvP.
There's
on the server
there's
I'm on,
quests you can go.
And you have like
you
the little blocky sword thing that they sell at like Think Geek and stuff like that you can like hit people with.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Do you shoot or is it just like melee?
We have bows and arrows and we have crossbows.
Okay. All right.
And swords. Yeah.
And swords, pickaxes, axes, hoes.
Hello.
My kids got me playing it. I have a server running right now in my basement.
Yeah, see, everyone seems to have their own Minecraft server. Actually, heard a really funny thing on YouTube, which was just on my like steady stream, but it was in the background, but that all of a sudden like caught my attention. But apparently, some mom got really pissed off about her son getting banned for cheating at Minecraft, and then started calling the owner of the server.
Is that by any chance on YouTube? It's a YouTube video you saw?
It was a YouTube video.
By any chance is the name of the channel Donnie Bobes or RGA?
It was Donnie. Yeah, Donnie recognized.
Idiots.
No, that's fine.
And
but it was very funny hearing the whole interaction with like the mom being upset for her son getting banned from one fucking server.
All of his videos,
all fake.
Where it's him versus a mom, half of it is pretty much all of that shit is fake. I can guarantee you that.
Okay, that's all well and good. It just seems so funny to me. Is it's like, why doesn't he just join a different server then?
Yeah,
there's got to be like 1,000 million servers.
Well, the only thing is if you're built a huge town or whatever, and then you have to go somewhere else, you've lost all your work.
Yeah, but none of the servers that Numbnut and his friend RGA own.
Yeah,
none of them you're making huge builds on because half the time you're going to get like attacked or have your base destroyed. Kind of.
Okay, all right. So it's just all right. So it's just frustrating.
It's 100% of their videos, especially their trolling ones. Half the time, I watched one of their videos and then through the playlist, the next one that came up, he was trolling the same guy but on a different server doing the exact same thing because he's just having someone screwing over. And
that's fine. I just thought it was funny. It was just like I was very confused. It's like I've been doing like online gaming, and there's a bazillion servers out there. Just fucking go to someplace else. Like, why? If people are being assholes on this one server, just go next door. It literally is like the next place over. And I guess, yeah, if you've spent 1,000 hours in
there,
some
Night
server-
Flyer just put a Instagram in the IRC there. That's one of our buildings on on Night Flyer's Minecraft server.
Got it. All right, so you guys get together and like build shit.
He built that one.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's a server
So
you go
what
on.
does it take to build like a building like that? I don't understand. Like is that just
You lay every
design?
single block by itself, but even every block you have to like make from other things and stuff, or cut
Okay.
them. Or
Wow.
No, I get it. So like Animal Crossing.
there's actually a server that I went on
Do-
because my kids.
Do you get to
obsessed
blow
with
it up?
Minecraft.
That's what I want to know. When do you get to shoot it?
Yes.
Anarchy servers.
Can you kill people from the top?
It's
There's
good
actually
luck.
there's actually a Disneyland server where they recreated an entire Disneyland.
That's
You can actually
it.
walk,
to
you can
shoot
actually walk
people in
around.
line at
There's a
Disneyland?
Hogwarts
Yeah, except
one
that
as
it's
well.
like worse than Quake 1 graphics though.
It is. You walk around and then you can actually go on the rides
It's
and
like-
stuff too. The rides work, which is pretty cool.
But it's like 1995 graphics.
It's literally digital Lego. It's all it really.
Okay, so it's a Lego game. Dude, Lego makes. Thank you. You broke it down right there. So
Yeah,
it's Lego.
digital Lego.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. That makes sense.
Pretty much.
Except you can fight with swords and shit.
And crossbows.
Sorry, I can't sit still.
And TNT traps.
What's TNT mean?
TNT,
Like bomb?
dynamite.
Like
TNT.
dynamite?
You
Yeah.
can blow people up.
Okay.
If you're good.
But is it like designed to be like a fighting game?
It's designed to be whatever you
Can.
want it to be.
It's third person though, right?
Well, no, it's you.
Can you do
you can-
first person?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can change it.
Okay.
It's all on how the game. There are servers out there that you go into a secondary room or a secondary server off the main one, and it's set up just like Hunger Games,
And then I'll move.
where you get picked in, you go under, and then when the timer runs out, you get shot out of the ground, and you have to do whatever. And if you die, then there's that.
My kid wanted me to play it. And I had no idea what it was about, and he was trying to get me to play it over and over for a few weeks. I would play for like a half hour, and it was so frustrating. I didn't understand anything, and so I just said, "Just let me be." And so all I did is just started building a house, and I started tunneling and making mines all over the place. And I would, that's the house sucks. So I'd go over somewhere else and build another ginormous house. It's all.
Are you in
Okay, so
creative or survival?
It's in survival.
So start off in creative. It'll help you with your building strategies.
Nah, I'm fine. I learned it pretty quick. It's not a hard game. It's not really a game. It's more like, other than playing. I don't play the game part of it. I just build.
So our buddy Skeleton Dick just posted it in Minecraft is fun. I hated it. Then I learned to punch a tree and make stuff, and it was all over.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you need to get stuff to make stuff to make stuff to make other stuff to build
Right.
stuff to make stuff and so you got to learn all that stuff, which is
Yeah. Okay.
It's part of the
don't
frustration,
just-
but
don't
I
just
get it. I mean,
click,
if it's
click
just-
on the
if you just
tree. You
break
have
it down
to
to, like,
hold
Lego,
the clicker down
Yeah,
to
it's
get
like-
the wood to break.
Then that makes more sense. Like I've seen like people like run around the world. So I'm like, I don't understand why I should be impressed with this. It looks like crappy graphics for a really old game. But if someone built every brick
yes,
that I'm seeing in those
Other than-
videos, that
other
becomes a
than-
little bit more impressive.
other than a landscape, but then you can totally destroy the landscape. And
Right.
build
You
whatever
craft
want.
your own. Yeah.
Yeah, because my houses are half underground, half above ground, half
Yeah.
way up in the sky. They're all different.
If you go on YouTube, there are some great builders out there that can blow
Master
your
builders.
mind
Would you
with.
say?
Yeah, definitely master builders. I'm not.
Everything is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where am I going here?
Cool. No, that's great. My niece is super into it. She plays it constantly on her iPad.
Oh, she's playing the Pocket Edition.
Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, all I know is that that's what she plays. She's 12.
I
or
like to play
13 years
pocket
old.
pool myself. That's a good.
Yeah,
game.
that's
Don't we?
yeah.
all?
I could play that on my iPad all night long.
There's
I don't know where that came from.
I'll just say there's certain things like, let's say you want an elevator because you made a really tall building. Well, there's no like elevators built in the game, but there's like literally 50 different ways people have figured out how to make an automatic elevator just by joining and doing other shit in the game.
Or just make a big ass water column and
Yeah,
put soul
that's-
sand
that's-
underneath,
that-
and you
that's-
bubble up, put
that's
magma
the
underneath,
way
and
my-
it sucks you down.
Right,
That's
but
what
can
my
you
kid
get off
shows
at different floors?
Yep.
Yeah.
With an elevator like that? Okay.
Yeah, there's
Some
just
some
all
servers
there's-
even have commands where you put a sign and put lift, and You left click the sign, it brings you up one, and you shift click and you go down a floor.
And there's
But that's
power
modded.
things you can get where you have to click buttons to make things move. There's all sorts of shit.
Redstone active.
Yeah.
I'm not a nerd.
It's very much like Lego and Lego. What is that? Mindstorms? Is that what they call it still? Like the power.
Oh yeah, where the machines and the
you can kind of do all that kind of
motors
stuff as well. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
For more information, contact Nightflyer.
I was hoping Carrie and Mock would be back to talk about what I want to talk about next. So
must be pinball related.
No, it's not actually.
Oh.
It's just a quick throwback to what we were talking about last week, but
They'll be back.
they will be back.
Oh,
There's
there's
Carrie.
one. There's Carrie.
Oh, if we can only get.
She was pooping.
I wasn't pooping.
I'm
Girls
not
don't poop.
pooping.
Mock must have ran out of booze, so he went to the
My
store
wife
real
poops.
quick.
I'm not pooping. It's like when I had the party over here.
Come on, Jimbo.
Yeah,
Girls
that
don't
was so
poop,
funny.
you
Girls
know.
don't poop.
Oh, that
Duh.
was the best. I had a party over here once, and some people were getting ready to leave, and they're like, Carrie was in the bathroom. People are like, "Where's Carrie? I want to say goodbye to her." And I'm like, "Oh, she's in the bathroom. She's been there for a little. She must be pooping." And I could hear her screaming,
Oh.
"I'm not pooping!"
It's all right. I mean, it's very. And I hadn't even been in there that long. You just were.
Yeah, she's definitely pooping.
I know that's it. Yeah, exactly. He's like, she's definitely pooping. I'm not pooping. I know because really, you can hear everything, of course. So they
That
would
was
have known
awesome.
had I been pooping.
The neighbors downstairs are like, "She's not pooping."
I don't hear anything.
Whatever she's doing, it's not poop. Not pooping.
I said it like 4 times too. I just kept going.
Oh, I know you
she's
kept going.
pooping, all
Yeah.
right.
Oh, no, definitely pooping. She's definitely
pooping.
pooping.
Fun
asshole.
spot, Nassau, whatever that was, where you had the eyes in your cabin. There was a million people.
Oh God,
I blew
Yeah,
up your
Jesus
bathroom.
Christ.
that was the explosion of piss.
Dude, that was the piss bomb. Literally went off in that bathroom. Like, people were standing there like a goddamn sprinkler, just spinning
It's like someone
around,
filled up a
pissing
water balloon
on
full of
every
piss and just
wall.
like unleashed it, just everywhere. It's like people pissed everywhere but the toilet.
Yeah,
I'm
there
pretty
was piss
sure.
in the shower. It had a curtain.
In the shower, as long as you're in the right spot.
I was so hammered.
It
I
had a
was,
curtain.
I was
They were
like the
pissing
green-
so hard, it was pissing through the curtain into the shower.
I'm pretty sure that was Greg, Toilet Aim Impossible arcade guy.
Toilet aim impossible.
Nice.
Impossible.
That's awesome.
I'm sure he's the one who did that.
At least he wasn't trying to piss all over his camera equipment, Gak.
That's
That was
right.
also the same night
Oh.
that John crashed our place 3 times at different intervals.
Yeah,
Oh
until the
my
sun
God.
came up.
The sun was
Oh
coming
my
up. We're like,
God.
at last we can go to bed, and we were like,
here
"Oh,
comes
maybe we should
John."
pick up some bottles.
Every
Then here comes
single
John.
day. Yep. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Oh no!
Oh,
I remember giving you the
no.
I'm
look.
pretty sure I remember the
You
one
remember
where
that?
like, there, you had like
it
a
was like
covered
the
porch,
Sid,
right?
It was like the
And
Sid
there was,
look where
you
I
had
was
a
like,
covered porch, and there was like probably the depth of a 2x4, a railing, like the full width of the cottage, like 20 or 30 feet long, completely lined with bottles. And
it was a
cans and
fucking
stuff.
frat house party, is what it
It
was.
was.
It was
Yeah.
a college party.
Literally filled up like 2 giant garbage cans
You're-
full of.
You
fucking
remember
empty-
that too? Like feeling bad about whoever was coming to clean.
I
that
went
shit
to them
up.
because they were next door cleaning up Gleek's place. And so I was like, "Look, can you guys just give me like a recycle bin? I'll clean the fucking porch. This is
Yeah.
I don't want to be my name attached to this shit. I don't.
This shit,
you guys
empty beer bottles smell terrible.
And
Yeah,
they
they
looked
do.
at me like, no problem. And I realized like very quickly, it's like, oh, the bikers are coming next week. We ain't shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
Oh,
this is the
man.
appetizer.
Are the
Speaking of
amateur
shit,
hour
yeah.
compared to
That's
the
where we-
You think
You
our
had the-
bathroom's destroyed?
You
Yeah.
had the ice cabinet in there, right?
Yeah.
All right, Andrew,
They
Mock
piss
and
in the
Carrie are
fridge.
here now, so
Yeah.
now you can tell your story.
I just
Okay.
wanted just
In
because
the
I thought you
fridge.
guys might actually want to be so Mean Brain last week was talking about last Tuesday, I think now. Yeah, the last show, but was talking
Mock
about
just got done
the
snorting coke out of some.
Oh.
he's like
My allergies are driving me crazy tonight. Oh, that or
Sure it's not
coronavirus.
That's what
Coronavirus.
you call them,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
so he was
Oh.
talking about the
Something's
the
blowing in.
Vectrex MAME cartridge.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So
Ah,
Gak,
yeah.
I thought you
Yeah.
might be interested in it, Carrie for sure, and Mock. So
I have
yeah,
one.
so I found the blog for it, and I'm posting it in IRC
Yep,
right
Kevin has
now.
one.
Whee!
Apparently, he is not. There's no schedule for him to build it again. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. But apparently the games it plays are Asteroids.
Oh, that ship's passed.
You got asteroids?
Asteroids Deluxe.
I'll just poke Gak.
You got
Say it.
asteroids?
Spinner Lander, Battlezone, Red Baron, Tempest, Vortex, and Space Duel.
So it plays it on a Vectrex though.
But it plays it on. So I just
Space Duel's
posted.
kind of like, you got asteroids?
Yeah. So I mean, Mean Green,
Times
who
two.
was in here earlier, but is not in here now. But yeah, he was in here. He was one who like brought it to our attention. But I did some digging about it and reading about it. There's a shit ton to read about this. But it's Vec Fever,
Yes.
and it's a
It
cartridge.
allows you to play
Fever.
arcade ROM
Allows
sets.
you to play arcade ROMs on the Vectrex.
Wow, that's cool.
So I thought that was pretty
Very
awesome.
cool.
And I
Yeah.
wasn't sure. Like I was like, are we playing Donkey Kong and fucking Galaga on Vectrex? Weird. No. So it's just a limited number of Vector games that he's ported and made work basically in MAME on here. And it's
That's
his
neat.
version. But like on that site that I posted, there's a ton of information. His FAQ is like, it's huge. It's ridiculous
Wow.
just to read
Yeah.
about it. But apparently, yeah, the dude who makes these things hasn't put one out for a while. But maybe we could get him to, if we get enough interest, maybe we can encourage him to say, hey, dude, if you can build one of these things, we would love to push it because that's some cool shit.
Yeah, people talk about this on some of those forums.
Atari Age and stuff like that, yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Where it's like, oh, did you get one? And but yeah,
Right.
Arr,
Yeah,
all that
exactly.
kind of stuff. Like,
Me and Carrie spotted some Vectrexes on Blade Runner the other night.
yeah, that's right.
They have a lot of. I'm sure they're Vectrex monitors. No, well they have the
Yeah,
little,
kinda
like
look at
9-inch
yeah.
vertical. Yeah.
So Jim and I did something called Scener, where you can watch.
Yeah,
where you
because
can watch
Netflix Party was pretty wimpy compared to what we wanted to do. So we tried something called Scener, where you could actually, if you really wanted to, you could use a webcam and stuff. We just used audio, but
Yeah, because this way you can see the whole movie. The whole movie.
and
Instead of like seeing
it's
each
an app
other
for
on the side.
Google Chrome, but I used that combined with Steam Link. And so I hosted or whatever, and then Carrie joined, and we watched Blade Runner.
How many people can you
Netflix.
have do it?
Like a
I don't know what the
bunch.
limit is.
Yeah, I don't think there's necessarily
We
a
should
limit.
do a movie night together.
Yes.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
So I was able to plug
You
my
can do it in
headset.
Discord too.
Oh yeah, you could do
I was
that
drinking.
too,
I was
yeah.
drinking with a friend the other night in Discord.
That
and
makes
you just-
sense.
You
Yeah.
can just attach a video and
Yep.
Mm.
So she sees exactly, when I pause or whatever, it's all synchronized. And then I was able to I used my PS3 controller with Steam Link and then plugged my Logitech headset in, and that worked just fine. You can actually, when you plug it into Steam, if you have Steam Link, because I bought it for $2 or whatever way back. I'm surprised how much stuff it supports, because I plugged my headset in, and then when you go into when I went into my PC and on the Scener app, I could choose my Steam Logitech headset, and that worked. And so we were able to have our drinks and watch Blade Runner together. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, although I
I
need
can
to-
make all my comments.
I want to try that. Yeah, I want to try seeing if it will work if I do the Google Chrome
Chromecast?
onto the Chromecast onto my
The
TV,
only thing
because
with
I'm having to watch
Chromecast-
because I'm
Yeah.
I'm having to watch it on my little bitty screen,
which sucks. My only thing is my only concern with that is that and in theory it should work, but with Chromecast there's a little bit of because it likes to take the audio and video and run that through your TV and everything like that. But the actual device that plugs into your TV, the receiver does not have a USB input. And so if you plug your headset into your laptop and you're streaming that through Chromecast, there's inherently a little bit of a lag.
Right, well,
between
which
the
is
audio and
why
video.
I need to try it, and then if it doesn't, and then if
Yep.
it sucks, but it would be better if I could possibly watch it on something bigger than this little laptop
Yeah.
screen.
Well, here's an idea.
That would be nice. And I ordered
here's an
a new headset so I could actually have it in stereo, because that's the other thing. I only have one cup on this thing, so I was only listening to it on one ear cup.
1 cup.
Okay, let me interrupt you here.
One girl,
Because
one cup.
I know,
know,
right?
I-
So my new headset arrives tomorrow, so I'll have
One
like a
girl, one cup.
real headset.
Here,
One girl,
here's
two, one
here's
girl, 2 cups.
here's what I would suggest trying. Shut up! I have an idea.
Yes.
Ding,
but
Someone play
the
some
cups.
sounds.
Yeah,
ding, ding.
nice. Here's what I would do, Carrie. Does one of your laptops must have an HDMI plug?
Oh, probably the one I got from
Either your
yeah.
work one probably does HDMI. Or mini HDMI, but it's probably got a regular size HDMI.
There's more
plug.
actually more bells and whistles on my ThinkPad, I think, than in terms of those things than on my work one. But I'll take a look.
Either of your laptops, if it's got an HDMI output on it, plug that into your TV, because your TV will have an HDMI input, or possibly your receiver, but your receiver's a little bit older, so I would just go directly into your TV.
Oh yeah, my receiver won't. It's way too old.
So run that into your TV. Now, granted, you won't be able to run it through your receiver, so you won't get audio through your receiver. It'll come through your TV speakers.
So then you'll be hearing.
But what the theory is that if you run that the audio and video from your laptop into your TV, you can also plug. Then that's just going to mirror. That's going to clone whatever is happening on your laptop. So your TV will then broadcast both the video and the audio through your TV, and then you could also run your headset into your laptop. So everything should.
So I'd hear the audio through my headset.
Lag. Yes.
I'd hear got it. Interesting. I'm looking
but
to see.
But it'll be full screen on your TV.
What is it called again? The
Scener. It's a free app.
So far, I have to say
SCENER.
I have to say I'm not seeing a HDMI on anything I own though.
I'm sure you can show me.
Guys, remember this?
Head-to-head.
There's a throwback.
I'll bet your work laptop has it.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
I have one of those somewhere around here.
Yeah, good time.
Because then you won't have the lag,
but
you won't have the lag because Chromecast will do lag, but from the device to
I don't
the
think
TV.
I have a HDMI on my work laptop.
Can you show? Can you? Because you're using it right now.
Yeah, because that's the one with the better camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have more.
How old is your laptop? Your work laptop?
It's only a handful of years old, but it's pretty low.
Yeah, but I'll bet. Does it have a VGA plug? It's going to have an output of some sort, and if it's within the last like 5 years, it's going to have an HDMI. I would be shocked if it didn't.
Yeah, remember
like
this is
my
a
heart
government.
would stop beating.
This is a government.
But we deal with Dells too.
I see an Ethernet cable. I see for Ethernet.
There'll be some kind of video out.
Yeah.
Every laptop.
It could be. It might be a mini, but it's gonna. You're gonna have it.
It might be
or a DVI
mini.
Mini DVI,
yeah.
Which you can. Which
it's a little tiny.
It's another digital video out.
It's
I have one that's a little bitty skinny rectangular thing.
Yep, could be that.
Could be that.
That could be mini DVI,
or it could be a USB-C. Yeah.
Or it could be USB-C.
Exactly. Yeah, you can convert because
you can still run
that's
an
digital.
for it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. So so Jim, you just need to get her to take pictures of the sides of all of her laptops.
Yeah, we'll get her set up.
Figure out how to do video out. But
yeah, that would
every
be the
one of
best
those
option,
should have
Carrie.
video out of some kind.
That would be the best option rather than using a
Oh yeah, I
Chromecast.
I have an SD thing.
That's a memory card.
That's a little skinny. Yeah.
Hey, Jim, did you ever figure out your controller for playing Killer Queen?
Oh
yeah, I got it all figured out, and then you guys left.
Oh shit! And I was going to say too, like your fight stick should work just fine too.
I was going to do that, but the thing is, I had my PS3 pad working fine on my laptop, and then then I ended up having. It took me a long time to do all these clean installs and shit of the drivers to get it to work, but I finally did. And then it was like 10:30. No, well, it would have been 10:30 Carrie's time. It was like 12:30 here.
Yeah.
And Carrie's like, "Oh, I just got it all set up. I logged into Discord." And everyone was in there, but you two. And then Carrie's like, "Oh, just FYI, me and Andrew just left."
Yeah,
like,
I mean, 11:30, midnight Mountain Time is usually when I call it quits because it's like it's a work night.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's
yeah.
fine. That's fine.
But-
But I'm all set up now.
But if we could figure out how to do like all of us watching a movie together,
Yeah.
that sounds
fun. Yeah.
fucking amazing.
I was just.
And I would
watching
definitely
Blade
say,
Runner.
like,
it worked. It
Sorry.
worked great for me and Carrie.
Oh yeah, no, it worked. Other than me just looking at it on the little screen. Quite
Carrie,
frankly,
have you
my
ever
computer
seen Blade
works.
Runner before? Just with the gym? Did you ever watch that? That's not a girl.
Oh yeah,
movie.
yeah. I've seen Blade Runner a handful of times.
Oh yeah, you have. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I actually suggested it because it was the director's cut one.
Yeah,
I
there's
went
different
with it.
versions. of
The
it.
final
Yeah,
The
cut.
final cut
The
is
final
actually
cut.
pretty good.
Yep.
I like the final cut actually.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
ends for
there's
free
no
on.
like film
lame
noir
voiceover.
voice like it was there. I was in my office when
No,
this
but
dame
they
walked in.
also enhance some of
Yeah.
the special effects without being too obtrusive, like the,
Yeah. So
the skylines and stuff.
it's
yeah.
only available on Netflix until May 1st.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
So if you want to watch it right now,
they included the unicorn and dream,
Yes,
which they
yeah.
need to do.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
started laughing when
Yeah.
But yeah, if we could figure out some way, like, so
Yeah.
basically, like, what are the streaming options? Like, does one person have to basically just host it and stream it out to everyone else, or how does that part
There's
work?
everybody go. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So
Hey.
so
No,
here
no,
it's
that's
very
the
much
beauty
like
of Scener.
it's yeah. So you get the Scener app for Google Chrome for the browser,
Mhm.
and then what happens is whoever wants to host, it gives you a code just like Zoom, and you just send that out to everyone, and then on their Scener app they just plug that in, and boom, they join. It shows on
And they
it's a
see
little
what it's
side.
in your
It's a little
browser.
it's a little sidebar, and
Yeah.
it shows everyone in there. You could chat if you wanted to, but who wants to do that? Because I'm going to be sitting on my I'm not going to be fucking looking at my laptop. But
You could all
you
just
could-
connect on Discord if you wanted.
well, that's what
audio.
Brad had said.
Yeah,
Kevin,
just
I
do
mean.
that.
Well, you can actually watch
Or
movies on
Kevin, I
Discord
mean, yeah.
too. You can actually attach them videos onto it. So if
Yeah,
you
and
have a
well,
video-
with
Could
Scener,
you
Scener
stream
you can
from-
do. Scener you
stream
can also
from
do
like browsers or stream from other apps, or
well, you can stream from your computer. Like I was chatting with a friend on Discord the other night, and I just put my Fast Times Original High video onto it.
yeah. Well, the reason why I ask is like I'd be happy to like host movie night, and I know Mock's got a bunch of movies too, but like I'd like play movies off of Plex,
Yeah.
and then if everyone can watch and we can all join and see this movie just streaming from here,
So
Yeah.
Scener
Or something like that.
works. Scener works
I'd be
with
happy
a
to get
variety.
like a PC gaming night to do a movie night. That would be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it'd be a
Scener
lot of
works
fun.
with Netflix, and I think it works with Prime and stuff like that. The difference here is that it synchronizes with those apps, with Netflix, Prime, whatever.
Oh, I
Whereas
see.
if you're gonna be doing that where you're just streaming it, then you're gonna people can tune in, but it's no longer it's to me it doesn't sound very much different than if I was going to play a video on Zoom where people are gonna like they're gonna see what I see,
Or through
but it's gonna
Discord.
be they're gonna lose the real-time frame rate.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
Because that would be my concern. That'd be my
Yeah.
concern with doing anything. It'd be like, well, why don't I just do OBS and everyone can tune in? But like, it's not going to be like exactly down to the frame and at the smooth frame rate.
I did have a site that when we were talking about this like a year or two ago. I had a site that I saved where you could upload video files up to it, and then when everybody went onto it, it played it to us all at the same time, but in sync. So you
Right.
didn't lose the frame rate, but we were all playing or watching it at the exact same time.
Yeah.
I mean, figuring out a movie night would be amazing. We've been talking about this literally for years.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
We tried doing
Mock
it,
and,
like,
Mock and
twice,
I
and I
have
was
done
like-
it, but it's just the two of us, and you have to have VR to make
And
it
we do
work.
VR where it feels like we're
Yeah.
sitting in a big
Yeah.
theater.
Well, we
And we
did
look at
one-
each other and draw dicks.
Naked.
Andrew Mock and I did one, and then I think Carrie and Jim came in like a half hour later or something like that. There was some show, some series we were watching. Was it Stranger Things? I
Oh, that
can't
was
remember.
Stranger Things, but we were watching it on
Oh.
Netflix, and we literally did like the everyone press play right
play,
now.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
play, and then we would
Yeah,
talk.
and then we were
yeah.
talking, and
Mhm.
Google,
which
and
which
Hangouts.
works
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
But
it worked.
Scener worked really well, and you
It
have
did.
the option like you can see each other if you want to. We didn't
Yeah,
do
they
it
have
that
it
way.
has a webcam, or you know,
Yes, you
you
can
can do
enable
web-
your webcam,
webcams.
or you can.
I
you know,
watch
you can-
movies naked, so I don't
Yeah.
know what I do.
So
Webcams.
I never have pants on. I ejaculate at least
Yeah.
4 or 5 times during a movie. I
And it
remember
was
when
fun.
John
It was-
Jacobson
How many
said
times I go to the
that.
bathroom?
You remember that on the
I
on
can
Arcade
calculate 4
Outsiders when it's
times.
like you remember that on Arcade Outsiders? There was one episode. It's in the best of that I did where like Sean made some joke about like, oh yeah, are you going to go up and like spread your junk against your computer space? He's like, oh yeah, I ejaculate at least 4 or 5 times during my video,
Oh, Jesus.
and he said those exact words. I ejaculate at least.
Gross.
It was so funny. Fuck. Yeah, I know that would be fun.
Yeah, and it was awesome to be able to be on the headset, and you can hear laughing and make little snide comments and all that. I will say it was the audio when you spoke, Jim, was kind of on the loud side, so it's like definitely you were louder
You
than
should
the
let me know.
video
I could have
was.
turned it down.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, I will next time.
There
Be
are
like,
settings.
Jim,
for
stop
that.
being such a loudmouth. Jim.
I can actually
Turn
I
down
can
your
change
mic,
that
Jim.
on Steam Link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Jam,
flow
your
quite
mic's
as
too
well.
loud, Jam.
It doesn't
Yeah,
work as well as Chris.
Yes.
James. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Like, that's all I'm gonna think about is like, do you yell at him a lot?
All the
I'm gonna look at it
time.
like-
It's an
yeah.
abusive relationship.
Yeah, totally. Cause I
Yeah, so,
really
like,
feel
That's
like,
why we need poker night, Dave.
Yeah.
It's
Poor
my
bastard.
escape.
Your
Yeah,
escape.
yeah.
Yelled at all the time.
all the time. Oh yeah, because
Be
that's
there.
me.
Chris!
So me.
Like, shit.
I have bruises to prove it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scars. Oh, I kind of want another glass of this rosé, but this is deadly.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I
I'm
know.
feeling good.
You don't have to
Bunch of
commute in
fucking
the morning.
enablers here.
Yeah.
All right.
I know. And that chances are I'm going to be drinking tomorrow night because how can you not drink while you play poker?
I know,
Right, Dave?
I know.
What time are you?
It's like
what time you starting
impossible.
at, Dave?
8 p.m. Eastern.
So 5
So,
p.m. my
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Then
so
how long does it usually go?
Couple hours.
Two.
Couple hours.
Two
Maybe,
more. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know how
Yeah,
many.
maybe.
We'll see how it
Depends
goes.
on if there's a full table, maybe 2 hours. But yeah, it's not.
Well, it also depends on the blind structure we're doing, but you know,
Alright.
I mean, it's
I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I'm gonna look into it.
but just
Okay.
Do it early. Well, no, you'll be all right.
Andrew
it up
guaranteed
in
he was
advance.
going to play because he lives for poker.
Yeah.
It's my favorite, and I'm so good at it.
Yeah.
No, you're just afraid to just play a little.
Actually,
Right
Andrew,
behind
you know what you
Minecraft.
should do is play some of the fun games that we've been doing for fun for no real money.
I barely even know the rules.
Yes, you do. You're fine. You're
I
just
got
What's a
7
river?
of a kind.
Go fish.
Dave,
You guys
you
play
just
with
got
a pinochle deck?
Hit me. Hit
Dave,
me,
you
hit
just
me,
gotta
hit
up
me,
the
hit me.
ante. It's got to be a webcam
Hit
and
me,
it's strip
baby,
poker.
one more time.
I got Uno.
Yeah, there you go.
What the fuck are you doing with one goddamn card?
I win.
Gin. Yeah.
The rest of your cards. Last hand you had 7. This hand you got 1. What the fuck?
No,
Yeah.
it's real fun. It was a
Pretty
blast.
sneaky,
Kinda-
sis.
Oh, good job. Nice. That was a good throwback.
Really throwback.
Yeah, that was awesome. Like, whoosh, it brings you right back. Just like talk about the Ditto Master. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, that
Ditto
was-
Master, the
yeah.
smell. Ah.
Orange with
Dittos.
orange
Yeah,
with
he
the-
didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, the
surprised.
Ditto machine.
Okay, when my mom used to be a secretary
fucking
at
the-
elementary school, and she had these like it looked like a barrel. It was like the
Yeah,
silver
giant barrel.
Oh, that's what.
So
you're
really
talking
it was
about.
the
Jung-
70s.
Jung-
The Ditto
Jung-
machine.
Yeah,
Yes, it was purple, right? The
purple,
purple.
purple
Yep.
liquid. Yeah,
Yep.
and it
Yep.
was
Smell of it.
God.
It smelled good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about? A
So
fucking
I'm
Ditto
pretty sure it was mostly in the 70s when it all took place.
70s
Yeah.
and early 80s, yeah.
Until Xerox took that all over and used that powdery shit.
Yeah.
My wife
Um,
remembers it, but I don't know if my school had that. We might have had just photocopiers. Not sure.
Yeah, because
You might have. I think Carrie brought up a good point. Was back then photocopiers were super expensive,
very
Yeah.
expensive. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Really
meaning
expensive.
tens
Yeah,
of thousands
Ditto-
of dollars.
Yeah,
one-
Ditto was way cheap.
Yeah.
I grew up in a smaller town that had lots of money, so maybe my school had a little bit more. Because where my wife lived, which is the next town over, it's the one that we live in now. It's huge landmass wise, and
Huge.
so they don't have. It was
Huge.
the largest municipality in the world before it became a city. Like landmass wise, it's huge, and the population is almost the same as Vancouver, actually.
That's funny that Fast Times joke does not translate
Wow.
anymore.
Yeah.
It
My
cracks
daughter
me up
probably
every time I
doesn't-
see it.
yeah,
It's
my
it was exactly
daughter-
that.
Yes.
Doesn't get it. Probably.
Wait,
I
which
gotta-
joke?
Exactly.
No, I didn't even
Yeah.
get it until you guys said that. I'm like, now it makes sense. Same
Yeah.
with Kevin right
Yeah.
after me. Yeah.
Everyone grab those things and tell them.
Oh yeah,
What's the
immediately.
Kevin
And if they were
reference?
still warm,
Thanks,
I missed
Brad,
that.
for
They
letting me
were
know.
warm.
extra strong. Yeah, then
And
they were like really
oh,
strong.
I'm gonna call
Oh.
you KB.
Remember that, Dave and Mr. Hands
How
out.
about
That's
Christopher
from the
Bradley? We need to
dental
call it Christopher
And they all
Bradley.
smell it.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay,
KB
so
toys.
your
Yeah.
first or second name is Kevin.
My first name is
Come
Kevin.
play with
Oh,
my
it's
Jim
Kevin.
or me Jim.
All right, now I.
There, Seabart.
It's Kevin Bradley, just like Christopher Bradley.
I thought it was
There we go,
Orange
yes.
and last name Whip.
With,
You remember
so,
that?
yeah.
You remember my middle name?
So,
Come
so
play
do you
with me,
design
Jim.
board games?
I'm sorry, it's Mr. Whip to you, Mock.
Oh,
No, let's go play Monopoly by Kevin Bradley.
Yeah.
The original designer of Monopoly.
That's right. Yeah, they fucking stole it from him. Yeah,
I want to be the thimble.
Milton Bradley. Milton.
I want to be the shoe.
I want to be the little Scotty dog.
Oh yeah.
I want to be the car, but so
Does anybody play Monopoly
Yeah.
till the very end where you go bankrupt, or you just end up just giving up at some point and go, fuck
Yeah.
this game?
Well, it depends. That depends.
If you
Depends
play by
on
the
the
rules, actually, if you play by the strict rules, the games are much shorter.
Yeah.
What are the strict rules?
I beg to differ because when I played with my family, we played right by the book, and games would last like the whole
Hours.
freaking weekend.
Yeah.
God.
Like, how many? Well, no, somebody. So no free parking,
But-
no fucking
Right.
money back to players who are dying. It was like
Right.
just
Oh
about
no,
like
no, yeah.
the cutthroat version of Monopoly.
Oh, and you're out, you're out. No borrowing from the bank.
No
Yeah.
bullshit.
But
no nonsense.
we would
Yeah.
end up playing on the weekend over the like
Yeah.
we'd go camping, we'd play, and we'd end up like, okay, we're done now, and we wrote down everyone's money and their properties. But then in high school, me and my buddy Scott, Carrie, you know Scott, we started making up our own rules, and we turned it into like it's Monopoly on steroids. It's basically the like everything's about offense. Buy as much shit as you can early on.
Yep.
Properties, you can put as many houses or hotels on. There's you
You just figure out the
multiply.
multipliers.
Yep. You can put properties on railroads and utilities too.
Oh,
So
Okay.
instead of rolling the dice and it's like, whatever X
Yep.
times
Yeah.
whatever, it's like 10 times, 15 times, 20 times, whatever you roll,
Oh, you play with Republican rules.
Exactly. Yeah.
play,
California
The railroads
rules.
qualify for
No.
small business loans.
Yeah.
oh no,
See, none of that shit
this-
works. No, there's no money from the bank. If you play strictly by the rules,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
generally speaking, like
Yeah.
you can get the games to be much shorter. But if you start doing like free parking and every time you pay goes into some sort of special pot and you start
On
offering
the flip
advances
side,
to
you got the Democrat
people-
version. It's
Well-
like Section 8 housing everywhere.
Yeah. So, but I mean, like
Everything's
it's
free
a high,
for everyone. Right?
it's a high dollar game. It's a high dollar game, but it goes really quick. No game lasts more than 2 hours. Like this, it's done.
stamps.
You can put you can
Yeah, under your
but-
rules.
but you do get rewarded. You do get rewarded for. In fact, it came.
Abortion clinics for
we had
everyone.
we had these rules nailed down. So
Sorry, you got to go to
it was so
Illinois to get that
serious.
abortion.
The more kids you have, every time you pass go, you get more cash.
If you're in
Yeah.
Illinois, you gotta,
We actually
You got to go to Illinois Avenue. We don't do abortions here.
no,
fucking
they just hand you
Sorry.
a coat hanger.
it's late enough. I should know better than
Yeah.
to try to explain our rules.
You gotta push yourself
no.
down some stairs. That's your abortion.
I would be curious to hear about it. No, that's in Mississippi.
You
Well,
fell down
for-
a staircase. You no
Well, for
longer
one of
get
my
welfare
birthdays,
or whatever. I don't know.
You need to-
Scott made my own hotel. He
That,
printed out
It's on a card.
extra money.
You need an abortion. Push yourself down some stairs.
$10.
10 free. You just need some aspirin.
Get out of the abortion-free clinic.
Well, anyways,
Planned Parenthood
um,
just got shut down in your town.
The fucking the
Do not
Monopoly
pass go, inject
completely
yourself with,
politically incorrect version, right?
Bleach.
Yeah, I know that. Someone should make it a politically incorrect, but almost reality version of Monopoly like that, where it's just like really fucked up. Like,
Go to Guantanamo Bay. Do not pass go. Do not
go directly to jail,
Ouch.
inject yourself with disinfectant.
You go to jail,
No,
but
Scott-
the police
every time you-
officer
Every time
made
you
some
land on
racial statement, so you get like a huge payday, right?
And if you make enough money, you don't have to pay any taxes like Amazon.
yeah, you check your bank, and if you've got over a certain amount of dollars, otherwise you owe 75% of what you've got.
Yeah.
Well, they do have the
Exactly.
poor tax, which is appropriate in one of the cards. Was that one of the cards in either Take a Chance or Community Chest? You
Well,
pay
there's the
poor
spot.
tax.
Oh, that's
Oh,
it.
is that it? Is
Poor
it the
tax.
spot? Is it a
Well,
spot on
there's
the board?
there's pay a poor tax, but there's also the spot for pay income tax.
Yeah.
Which is like either $200 or 15% or whatever it is.
God, I wish it was only 200.
But it should be much fucking higher than that because I just did my taxes too, Mock. So
I got so fucked. How
I got
about
just
you?
as-
Did you get fucked?
just as fucked as last year.
God, me too. And
Proper
I even took way more money out this year. I still got fucked. Fuck.
I didn't. That's why I have a Wonka.
Yeah.
You just got to do what Derek would do. You just
God.
kind of like increase your write-offs.
That's right. Just keep changing shit until eventually they pay you money.
Yes.
That's an old school.
I got a
reference.
decent
Yes.
bonus this
Yeah.
year, and all that went to fucking taxes. It's like, oh my god,
I
never
did
get
better.
ahead.
Yeah, I got a pretty good bonus this year.
You
but
never get head.
Oh.
That's
It-
terrible.
I don't
My
get
taxes weren't
ahead.
that
I don't
bad.
get ahead. But yeah, a reality version of Monopoly would be pretty funny.
That would be- I mean, they've got a
What do you
fucking
mean you
Star
only have
Wars and
two?
Star Trek
Yeah.
and fucking Simpsons versions of this game. Of course,
Yeah.
they should have a reality version of it.
So Scott, anyways, back to my
2020.
story. He made me, he printed out, he scanned and copied the Monopoly rule set, the whole like rules, and then he tailored it. He edited it and tailored it to our rules, printed that out, and he printed out $1,000 bills because we go through so much money and extra
Yeah.
like tripled the amount of hotels and properties because we used to play with bottle caps from beer bottles because we'd run out of hotels.
Yeah.
So it'd be like
Eventually
Miller
you
Lite.
do.
Well,
Coors
see, but you're
Light.
doing it wrong though, because you're not supposed to be able to do that. So, Carl Perkins, what you should do is get a hold of him and have him print out the instructions on these things, and then you can have a beautiful embossed or debossed version of the instructions.
You know how much space that would take up? But yeah, so but yes, I agree. But
You're breaking the rules if you can't use more houses or hotels than the game comes with.
Oh.
no, yeah, but that's
You're not supposed to.
why we made that. Hence, we made our rules.
Yeah, I got it.
Let's just
Yeah,
play
right, because
can-
you're
let's
loading up houses on fucking railroads
Yeah,
and shit.
You
so,
put
yeah.
3 houses on Boardwalk, and
Yeah.
that's $6,000.
Let's just
You're
play,
fucked.
Let's just play Candy.
Game over.
Yeah,
You're-
shoots
yeah.
and ladders.
3 hotels,
That's
yeah.
about my
Yeah.
fucking speed.
Yeah.
Let's get
Compared
stuck
to-
in molasses swamp.
That's right,
But-
molasses.
But you also get a shit ton of money throughout the
Candyland.
game. You're rewarded for things. So if you land on go, you get $500. If you roll snake eyes, you get one of each bill from the banker. So like it progresses. If someone goes out, like all their properties and stuff, instead of it going back to the bank or whatever, it goes right into the community pot. So if you land on free parking, oh look, I got not only a bunch of money, but I got all these properties.
a bunch
too.
of
So-
mortgage properties, right?
So
And
it's
compared to like,
But that's
modern
about like
character
making the game
games,
last longer,
it's
though.
it's Monopoly on steroids. No, I kid you not. We've never played a game that's lasted more than 2 hours. It goes so fucking fast because it's a sprint to buy every property. You can trade at any given time,
Yeah.
as long as it's your turn, and
Right.
like it goes ridiculously fast. But it's so much fun because everything's just like cranked up to 11. Anyhow.
Cool.
You get a chance card that says return home from cruise ship, quarantine for 2 weeks.
with COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It turns into
And
Oregon
lose the
Trail.
next 4 rounds or
Go
whatever.
go
Exactly,
directly
yeah.
to your house and never fucking come out again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're bit by a snake. You're dead.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Oh, shut up, Gino. I'm working on a 3D printer. I was kidding. Actually, yeah, that's a good idea though about printing houses and hotels. Yeah.
Totally.
Although Scott did a really good job. They're made out of wood. He actually
wood.
carved a bunch of like, yeah.
the old school
It was
ones
a
were
very
wood.
near and dear. It was one of my best gifts ever. He bought me this. As far as bromances go, this was a bromance gift. He bought me this wood box version of Monopoly. It comes in a little wood box. It's very, very slick. and he did the pink $1,000 bills, all the extra hotels and stuff. I think I got that
Aren't
for
the
my
fives
senior year of
pink?
high school. These were, well, they're a different shade.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
On Thursday, are we gonna do a movie night? Or are we gonna
If
do
we
game
can figure
night?
out some kind of software solution to do this, I mean, maybe Zoom could do it with a screen share.
Cards Against Monopoly. Nice one, Necros.
I like
nice.
that. That's good. That's good, Necros.
Masturbate with your
Yeah,
tears.
well,
and all that
are we
shit.
doing? I'd say either one or the other. Either we're games or the movie.
Well, no, it would be one
Well,
or the
we
other.
can.
What I'm
Yeah,
saying
we
is
can discuss this off. I mean,
yeah, we can
Off
discuss
it
it offline.
offline.
Yeah.
All right.
But I
But
mean,
we're
like, yeah, like if we open it up to like the regular gamers who want to join, if we can figure out some sort of solution that actually works,
20 people watching a movie together at the same time.
that'd be
Why
fucking,
not?
no, that's
yeah. Well, there would be a lot of muting of people.
I
Yeah,
was
like,
just
yeah.
gonna say, how are the mute functions as I wag this cheese stick in my hand?
right.
Jim, stop wiggling that cheese stick. It's too noisy.
Yeah.
You can hear it from here. And you did bring enough to share with everyone.
And we'd have to figure out like, what move. Yeah, we just this
Yeah,
the
the
tiny
movie, too.
finger going on down here. What is that, Jim?
Not to scale.
Nobody's impressed, Jim.
Yeah.
I come
Especially-
back to that.
Especially Carrie.
Andrew.
I don't know, but
my
whatever.
God.
If we can figure out like some
I'm
sort of
12
like,
years old
software
all over again. This is great. I'm reborn.
to make videos work, then I would love to have a movie night. I mean, I would definitely say
Yeah.
like if we trade a game night for a movie night, I would do that.
We should
Yeah.
we should watch Mock's fucking that documentary.
Oh,
that fucking horror
yeah.
movie.
Yes,
It's really good. Yeah.
Why don't we
The horror
watch
one.
that?
I just
What's it
watched it. But I'll watch
Or-
it again. It's good.
Either that
It's
or Never
great.
Sleep Again. That would be fun. We could
Yeah.
break it up into 2 nights. Just
Okay,
like,
so how
cut it in half.
so I
gotta
would
figure
just
out what
stream
we
it
can-
on my side and you guys we could all watch it.
but how? Like the question is like, what's the app that we can use to connect to
Yeah.
watch it? All
All
right, so
why don't we take this
let's
up in
take this
Slack
off air. Yeah,
and tell me
say
the
goodnight.
program. I'll install it and I'll do a test on it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, I
Jimbo
don't
was
have
talking
a-
about a
I don't have a Blu-ray player in here. Maybe
But-
I have an
Google
external one
thing,
somewhere.
right?
But
yeah,
yeah, we'll
Never Sleep Again used to be on Netflix. I wonder if it still is.
we can definitely
Andrew,
give it a test and see what works. And if we can get it, like I'd love to open it up to IRC and invite the people who normally join us
If
first.
Scener works with
Yeah.
YouTube, Never Sleep Again's on YouTube.
I forgot to look into that digital download. Let me look for that and see if I can get that for you, Andrew.
Ooh,
Oh,
Mock's
yes.
got serious glasses on.
Ooh, I got my. I
Yeah.
can actually see my screen.
Put the
Mock the
eyeballs on.
librarian. Ooh.
Yeah. I think that was Kickstarter. Talk amongst yourselves.
Let's shut it down. Like, it's already almost midnight here. So,
So what
let's-
was this?
Hey,
220?
guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is Tuesday, not Monday. Not
yeah, this is not Saturday.
Yeah,
so
this is
we
not
can't
the
fuck
Saturday
around
night.
here. I gotta work.
Carl,
show.
Yeah,
nice
hey,
hanging out with you, buddy.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
Carl.
Carl,
really glad that you
Jesus,
joined
yeah.
us tonight. This was fun.
You got a stupid, great collection of games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had a basement.
No,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, the
I wish I never spent more than
egress
$100 on each game.
basements, whatever
And
the hell
yes,
those
Yeah.
are.
all 4 of your coasters are on my end table
Yeah.
over yonder.
Yep.
Still use them. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep, love the
yeah.
coasters.
I've got these Grankfest ones here, but they just don't hold up compared to yours.
They're
I
not gonna.
haven't-
Yeah, they're not gonna last.
I had to
use them in the
I just had to
arcade.
throw one away earlier because
That's sad.
it was, it was all stained and you
Yeah.
know,
But it got used. Got used
That's
and
it
all.
got used and abused.
Yeah.
Yep.
I ejaculated at least 4 or 5 times.
Just to say goodbye.
All right, guys.
All right, so
All
yeah,
right.
maybe we'll be back next Saturday, but maybe we'll
Yeah.
do movie night on
Potentially.
Thursday. We'll see if we do. We'll announce it in the IRC. I'll post a link or whatever to what we're doing. But yeah, we're gonna work on movie night because I would love to watch a movie with all you guys.
That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
it'd be fun.
Yeah, super fun.
Woo.
All right, so
All right.
chances are we'll see you on Saturday. If not next Tuesday, we're here doing this every week. If you'd like to join us, Orange Whip. So good to see you again.
Yes.
Yep.
Another.
Mhm.
Not a guest, but almost a guest at this
Almost.
point.
You're feeling less guesty though. So
Feeling
another,
less
another
guesty,
few
yeah.
weeks.
Trying.
Appreciate that.
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
that's nice.
all right,
All right.
Jimbo, get us out of here. A little Rickroll.
Rickroll, yeah.